Yeah.
Oi!
Whoa.
What the fuck? What does oi mean?
Oi!
Oi, oi.
Oi, oi. Good afternoon, everybody. How are we
Hello.
all doing today?
We're not.
Oh, I'm
We're
good.
not Down syndrome, bro. So
What?
he's talking to like we're fucking 6 years old. Hello, guys. How
Can
are
you
you?
understand the word that are coming out of my mouth?
Hi, Wookie.
That's
Hi,
like rush
Crual.
hour.
That was rush hour.
I know.
What's
Like,
up, Papa
I just-
Cotton? How you
Papa
doing,
Cotton
buddy?
Hey,
in the
Papa
chat.
Cotton.
Good afternoon. Thank you for being here. I'm just surprised the time prophet's tardy right now. I mean,
Oh.
usually it's definitely not his bedtime, so
He's time profiting.
I know,
he's
apparently so.
Or
That's
he's
the way
away
that I
out on
see
the
it.
pub. Maybe he's away to the pub. Who knows?
Oh,
He's got to
who
get
knows?
ready for tomorrow. So
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
getting
Oh,
ready
yeah, yeah.
for the Yana stream.
that's gonna be very
And
interesting tomorrow with
someone's
time
not even
profit.
here yet. What the hell?
Well,
I got to talk to that guy.
What is going on here? Nobody's in the chat apart
Not
from
here
Papa
yet.
Cotton.
Holy crap! The usual.
How dare they not show up? How
Papa
dare they?
He knows what's going on. Anyway, hi Willie.
Hey.
How you doing?
yo, what's up? Hi.
Hello there.
I was streaming early as fuck this morning because I'm so used to your ass harassing me around 6:30. They're like, we're streaming, right? And I'm like, yeah, fucker. So I'm sitting here like a dickhole,
Yeah.
like
Hey,
wondering what the fuck am I gonna do at. So I started streaming,
Just
and
to
I ended
keep
up.
the routine going.
Cool.
Yeah, man. I went and I played some Call of Duty, and I was I was in the zone.
I saw that notification while I was out. out
Oh,
on
buddy.
the road, so
I was on fire, and then I said, "Oh my god, I've been doing this too long. I need to get back to life." And so I just stopped streaming. It was like abrupt too. I was like, "All right, bye." And you know, I mean, I think you guys kind of notice how I end all my streams. It's like,
yeah.
okay, bye, and
Well,
just
see you.
half the people don't know what the fuck is going on.
That Starship Troopers that you were playing that last time, that looked all right.
Man, that game is. If you squad up in that game, you get it's 5 guys per squad, and you could all be on the same infantry or whatever, and it is so much fun because once I got squad up with a couple of guys, it's a blast, man. And it's terrible that that's not going to be released on like any of the consoles. It's only
No.
PC. So
Yeah. Come on, get to the dropship. Yeah. That's
Oh.
just that I was doing that in the comments, when you were playing
Do
it.
it now.
well, we were trying to figure out how do you do it, and it's just like
Now, get to the dropship. Now,
that worked
what's a
perfect.
here?
It worked perfect too. What have you been up to, Wookie? How's things?
I'm better, thank you. Since the last time we talked, yeah, a hell of a lot better.
There was something wrong with you, was there?
Oh yeah, he huffed some superhero shit, and he called me. He was like, "Hey, File, I was hoofing this fucking palette disgustingness, and I read a comic book before I did it, and I fucking swear to you, I'm gonna become the Toxic Avenger in the next 20 minutes."
Well,
And I told him, I said, Wookie, I do smoke a lot of cannabis, and that story is outrageous, and I don't believe you.
Hello, Bunny.
hey,
And
all right, T Bunny.
So
yeah, tell him what
So
happened.
what happened was
All right, yeah.
I got home from work. When did I talk to you? Was it Wednesday night or was it Tuesday? I think it was Wednesday. So Wednesday afternoon I got home from work and I went out to the old workshop and started tearing down some pallets that I got from work. And so I was doing that, but I was doing it inside the shed. And I guess I totally forgot that some pallets are treated, the wood is treated with some chemicals.
Mhm.
And apparently it affected my breathing. And so I was having almost like an asthmatic type of reaction. And I haven't had a problem like that since, probably about 25 years ago. So I was having a hard time breathing, took some Mucinex to help my lungs and stuff. And talked to File that afternoon later. And then that night I had a hard time sleeping. So first thing in the morning, I have to go to California Thursday morning. So I stopped by my first stop, and luckily they had some Primatene mist on the shelf. And
Oh,
$20 freaking later, I was feeling a hell of a lot better.
good. Good.
So, yeah, I'm glad they brought Primatine Mist back to the over-the-counter section because it's been gone for a while.
The only time I've ever heard of that was in Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, actually, it was. They took it off. I thought they took it off of the market because, all the Sudafed and all that other crap that's got meth in it that the meth heads
right.
used to make more meth. I was thinking that that's probably what was wrong with that, so they yanked it.
Oh,
But
okay.
now they've completely redesigned the whole thing is redesigned, so it looks just like an albuterol inhaler.
Okay.
So yeah, but no, I feel a lot better
We've got
after I
even
got
more
that in my
drugs in
hands.
it this time.
So, yeah, right. I actually only had once I got it, I only had to use it twice on Tuesday or Thursday, which I was quite surprised. But I've been feeling better ever since. I haven't used it all day
Oh, well,
today or
good.
yesterday. So yeah,
That's good then.
so now note to self and
Mhm.
anybody else that is cares. Don't dismantle pallets in an enclosed area without a mask. So I'll be doing that outside now after the sun goes down.
I've never dismantled a pallet before.
Oh yeah, it's about as fun as you can imagine.
I've almost tipped one over on a forklift once, but that was about it. That's not my fault. It was a big pothole in the car park.
Yeah. Well, hell. So that's the story of that. My breathing
Right.
problems.
Yeah.
So, how about you, Cruel? How's your week?
My week and weekend have been fine. Yeah, it's like I said before we came on. It's been a lovely day. I've been out and about, so it's been good. Can't complain.
No need for a jacket.
No need for a jacket, and it didn't rain when I was out. Imagine
That's a
my
good sign.
surprise. That is a good sign. Yeah.
That's a real good sign.
Usually the clouds just suddenly appear. It's just like, there he is. He's not got a jacket on. Let loose, boys.
Yes, the downpour.
Oh, did I just assume those clouds gender? Oh, how evil of me. Yeah.
All right. So let's get the slideshow started. We are going to be on the controversy side. We're going to be on the fun side. We're all going to be on the who cares and gives a shit side. So, yeah, we're going to have some fun today.
I got steal the card, T-Boy.
I know.
Someone else did. They decided to crash it in the top of the site, and I didn't even know.
What's up, Abby? Someone
finally shows up.
Hey,
technical difficulties beyond our control. The troll in the chat showed up. Cool. Glad you're here, buddy.
Thank you.
So yeah, we're gonna have a slideshow, and it's gonna be a brief slideshow with 3 compelling stories.
I like a good story.
Or subjects. Anyway, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel because I need it. All help is welcome. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yes, that's Mr. Troll.
Sorry, man.
You're in competition with the Time Prophet, and he ain't here yet. What the heck?
Well, I don't know. I suppose somebody has to fill his shoes. I guess, you know.
All right. So let's.
That's probably what the Time Prophet would look like if they fucking put some lighting on him. look like the fucking Igor. Nah, think about it, man.
Marty Feldman. Yeah,
it looked just like him. Holy shit, that is Time Prophet. God damn.
Oh my God. Yep. There you go. All right. Here we go with the WTF of the week at the water cooler. Our guy here with the slide eyes. He's like, "What the hell is this shit? The hell's going on?"
Yeah. Well.
So our first contestant, Bud Light on us. Budweiser parent now offering money back to boost sales. I wonder why. Stock's
I can't
in the
possibly
bank,
imagine.
sales are in the toilet. So yeah.
I
So,
have heard so much about Bud Light. I'm starting to feel transsexual. I'm fucking. I'm sorry, boys, but I'm
Feel
fucking tired of hearing about Bud Light.
uh,
Fine, yay,
you're
you
not.
destroyed Bud Light. Guess what they? Guess what they care about? Nothing. They don't give a shit. Sorry, Wookie, but like, ugh, like I get this. Ugh.
Yep.
So
You're
basically,
wearing
what the
down.
story is about and what they're doing with this cockamamie idea is that InBev has launched a promotion offering a rebate of up to $15, basically to win back customers. You know, of the long-time top-selling beer in the USA. And they have
No.
a website where you can fill out your. And you have to be a U.S. residents can submit to the link proof of purchase of a 15-pack or larger of Budweiser, Bud Light, Bud Select, Bud Select 55, and who gives a shit? And receive a prepaid card worth $15. Customers will have until May 31st to make the purchase and up to 6 months to use the card. Their products aren't selling. I can tell you right now. This whole week, I've been at every grocery store in the area. Yeah. The only salesmen I see out right now, are the guys from Miller and Coors.
But haven't Miller done
I
the
haven't
same
seen the
thing, though?
Budweiser guy in a while. Matter of fact, the Budweiser guy is driving the truck that says Cutwater on the side, not Bud Light.
Mm.
I saw him this morning with that freaking truck.
I was waiting to say, didn't Miller do something stupid with an advert as well, though? Miller Lite, wasn't it?
They did Miller Lite.
Yeah, because
Miller Lite did screw the pooch. Yeah, they did, and that's why I'm now drinking Tecate.
And I've got Aldi's Cherry Cola. So.
He's got cherry. Yeah. I thought he was going to have an Iron Brew. Come on now.
Sorry.
So basically this promotion follows the ongoing backlash to Bud Light, their decision to tap transgender influencer Dylan, who gives a shit, as a spokesperson or whatever during March Madness. A lot of customers, many customers also responded negatively to the comments made by Alyssa Don't Care, who took over as vice president of marketing for Bud Light last June. Oh yeah, that's the one that stuck her foot in the mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the one that. We don't want the party frat guys. Whatever. Well. So yeah, they're and her calls her on the brand to be more inclusive. It's beer. You either drink it or you don't. You like it or you don't.
How do you make a consuming product more inclusive?
I don't know. Oh, I heard this morning that their next marketing ploy, their current one they're trying to pawn off on everybody, is that they're going to make camo colored cans. Nobody gives a shit what color the can is.
Mm-hmm.
You've already slapped the freaking customers in the face with stupid comments and everything else, and now they're trying to bribe everybody back to get them as customers, which is another freaking loss because they're not buying it. There are some people that are buying it that don't really care, and that's fine. But the level of purchasing is going on right now, at least locally that I physically see, it's not there. And this is a major holiday weekend. Yes, it's Memorial Day weekend. It's supposed to be a solemn, remembrance of fallen soldiers. But any excuse for Americans to party, get drunk, and make a mess, they're going to do it. And this stuff ain't moving. Everybody else is moving. This is not moving at the rate that they want it to.
I'm sorry. I just pictured this. I just pictured some people, very, very sozzled, and they're staggering into the shop, and all the shop has is Bud Light. Okay, we'll take it.
Yeah, Abby, someone in the chat says, funny how the Miller Lite commercial didn't see the light of day until the Bud Light debacle. Yeah,
I'm just
pretty
trying to
much.
figure out. Like I was looking in the chat. They're talking about Harley Davidson and Budweiser. If somebody could explain to me in the chat, what's the issue?
Oh.
Yeah, spit it out. Let's see. We want to know. Tell.
I'll tell you because I don't drink, and I'm probably gonna go buy me a case just because the can looks badass.
Which
The can is actually pretty cool looking. I mean, I don't know if you guys have looked at
the
this
Harley
can.
Davidson. Is it Bud Light or Budweiser?
It's Budweiser, and the reason that they did it is because it's Harley Davidson's 120th anniversary.
Okay, gotcha.
So what they did was they partner up with Budweiser, which is the first time they've ever done it in history, and they're just doing it for a month. So I'm just trying to figure out what is it? Oh, Schlitz. I've had to drink piss.
Never heard of that.
It's yeah. Here we go. Papa caught in the chat. Ride Indians instead. LOL.
Yeah. There's no good Indian fucking motorcycles, and I do like Indians. I mean, the only good one is
you
the
got to
Chief.
find originals, and those are hard as hell to find.
Even
then. Yeah. So.
Well, there you go.
What is this? All the place has is Bud Light. LOL. Have you been into America? That doesn't happen.
Actually, no, I haven't been.
Oh,
America,
golly
so.
gee.
I thought that was all you had over there was Bud Light. You see, and I guess,
just,
I guess that's
just all
me
over the
educated.
place, like a communist nation. All we have is fucking Bud Light.
Yeah,
Bud Light and Bud Water.
Bud Light.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. You will drink the Bud Light and be happy.
I don't know. I think that was a great movie, Melvin Deeply. The World's Fastest Indian was a great film.
Melvin,
Hello,
how
Melvin.
are you? Welcome to the chat. Oh, wrong one. It moved quickly. World's Fastest
PBR.
Indian. Good film.
Fuck no. The beer for the United States Army, I'll tell you exactly what the fucking beer is. 211. Because the average soldier with the fucking pay we used to get, you can't afford fucking Paps. Are you nuts? Shit, we would buy fucking cheap cigarettes and what's up, Melvin? But yeah, I don't understand it. I mean, it's only Harley Davidson's 120-year anniversary. That's why they do it. There's nothing that's like Pride Month or nothing like that. I know I brought something up previously, but no, it's their 120th anniversary Harley
Pabst
Davidson.
Blue Ribbon.
So yeah, Pabst.
Pabst Blue Ribbon. I was surprised at how many beers brands that Anheuser-Busch InBev actually owns throughout the world. There's over 400 of them.
Yeah, that's
It's
what
nuts.
you're telling us that.
You can't drink
freaking
almost no beer that it's like I think 3 companies maybe that own all the beer in the world or something like that.
Pretty much.
Probably, yeah.
Well, Tecate is owned by is owned by Heineken, and Heineken is owned by itself. As far as I know, on the list of all the guys that I saw for Budweiser and InBev, Heineken wasn't on there.
Well, you never know.
That I could find. So
that could always change. You're just never sure.
Right. Yeah. They'll start buying up frickin' everybody.
Well, I mean, it's like Disney, isn't it? Disney has the monopoly in entertainment, so it's hard to avoid in some cases.
Oh, down the rabbit hole. PBR when you absolutely need beer and there's nothing else on the shelf. Oh, I thought that was a Keystone. Not PBR. I thought it was Keystone. But good call. Molson Coors. I don't know. Was Molson bought out by Coors or the other way around? So
I don't know.
They're Canadian, eh? Molson. But so we got them trying to basically bribe people to come back with a petty $15 frickin' rebate. This is the thing, $15. This 30 packs of this stuff. In fact, the average cost of 30 packs are like $25 to $28 at the discount places. I mean, holy shit, there's 6-packs out there, bottle stuff by Budweiser and Coors and everybody else. That's like, $8, $9, $12 a freaking 6-pack.
Right.
It's nuts.
Huh.
But
How generous of them.
yes. Wait. Abby, someone.
He's
I picked File
absolutely
13
right.
as a Steel Reserve guy.
Bro,
LOL.
you're fucking absolutely right. When I was in the army, yeah. When I
No.
was in the army, I drank that shit because it was the cheapest stuff you can get. It was like fucking like $8 for a 30-pack or some shit.
Yeah, Steel Reserve. Yeah.
Oh, fucking! When I had some money, I would drink some Bud Ice, but nah,
Ooh,
but I haven't had. My dad. It was weird because my dad really wasn't a drinker, and we really didn't drink a lot. But when we did, he liked to drink Bud Ice. So if I drink a beer, it's kind of like two Corona or Bud Ice.
I've had Carlsberg Ice. That was pretty good.
Or you can get your hands on some natural ice and call it a day. Natural ice is.
Oh, yeah. Melvin Deeply. Yeah. Peg means something different these days. Oh, God. So, so they're trying to bribe everybody with these rebates. And I don't think it's going to work all that much. I mean, unless they're actually diehard Budweiser people.
I'm sure
they're saying about buying Budweiser products. So someone like my brother-in-law who drinks exclusively Budweiser, he may get on this deal, but he doesn't care. He'll buy it regardless. He doesn't care about a rebate. He ain't gonna. Yeah, it's no big deal to him. So the next wonderful thing of controversy. Target holds emergency meeting over LGBT elemental P merchandise in some stores to avoid a Bud Light situation. Yeah.
I saw a wee snippet of some woman saying that they had moved the Pride stuff to the back of the store or something.
Yeah, well, it come to find out, I think, File, you were telling me this the other day that it's only in some stores in the South that they're moving it to the back of the store.
Yeah, that's what they were. That's what they were discussing. Now, this was a little while back. Things might have changed due to the things that have happened. And honestly, I don't understand this situation. So I'm kind of very confused with how this is being dealt with. So.
Yeah, well, I guess that what has come to light is that a lot of people were doing a little digging into the person who did the designs of all the merchandise for Pride Month and whatever for humans, and apparently come to find out the guy is a Satanist, and and some of the stuff that was being looked at on their website or whatever pages of social media that they're on, this individual almost is akin to being a pedo.
Oh, wonderful!
Along with a Satanist. So I think that's where a lot of the controversy is coming from, is that their employ of this individual, this artist, and bringing up these themes to put on little onesie jumpers for babies.
Did you see that thing with Tyrese Gibson that was calling out? Well, he let it slip that all the satanic imagery is everywhere.
Well, yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
They're not even trying to hide. You're not even trying to hide. They're not even trying to hide it anymore.
Yeah.
No,
they're not.
Whether you believe in any of that is neither here nor there. But
what? Yeah.
Statistically speaking, it's not good. Let's put it that way. So that should raise questions, at the very least. But nobody seems to bother.
Yeah, the rabbit hole. Yeah, evidently putting Satan worshipping transgender tuck kits for toddlers is evil or something.
Yeah. Imagine our surprise at that.
Yeah, Satan respects pronouns. Yep. Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah, so apparently some of the stores are doing that. Matter of fact, I saw someone posted a video on Twitter this morning of what reportedly was a quote unquote riot at a Target. And they destroyed all their pride displays, and the headline of it was blaming conservatives came in and ransacked the place. The place was freaking looted. They destroyed the registers.
I was expecting far right or something.
Yeah. They destroyed the register lanes. They destroyed all the Coke machines, all the refrigerators there, and looted them. There was no product anywhere except for what wasn't taken on the shelves or on the racks. It was gutted. Almost the whole store from the camera angle. Yet they're claiming it was all because of the transgender blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
No, that looked like a normal freaking day in someplace like freaking Detroit or Cleveland or New York somewhere. Aftermath of a flash mob or something. It was picked clean, man. Everything was destroyed, racks, displays, and then they tore up all the register lanes too. All the self checks were destroyed.
Yeah,
freaking stupid.
But
we gotta blame it on the conservatives. Yeah, right.
Totally their fault. Yeah, absolutely.
No. Yeah, so I know a lot of people are talking about the tuck-friendly ladies swimsuits. Yeah.
Yeah. Portland. Yeah, exactly. T-Bunny. I was thinking.
Portland.
Yeah. All manner of mayhem seems to happen in Portland.
Yeah. The statement here is the tuck-friendly ladies swimwear that touted extra crotch coverage was a key factor in driving the outrage. You think? I can tell you right now that in Target, the one by me, the two that I go into that I do business in for the companies that I represent, they have a pet section. They actually have a full-on display for pet treats for dogs and cats from labels that I have to deal with. They have the pride colors on the labeling specifically for this display. And they have a sign there saying, pride for pets or something like that or whatever. And so they have all kinds of different stuff. They've got cat and dog treats with just a label change. It's the regular treats. They just put a different label on it, like they do for the holidays, for Christmas and stuff like that. Okay. So they put a new label on it, touting the pride flag and pride colors. And then, of course, there's dog toys, cat toys, and different, cat and dog pet toys and collars and different things like that to get your pets involved.
I'm sure the pets are really, really interested in getting involved in that. Yep, I can tell. Oh, Willie's dropped it.
Uh-oh, something happened.
Maybe timed out or something.
He timed out. Uh-oh.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, connected.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, have a gay dog.
Wait, hey, buddy. Hey, you bought a rainbow-colored sweater for your wiener dog, right?
Oh dear.
Oh.
Yeah.
Papa Cotton, you have a gay dog? Oh. You know what's funny is that word gay has been just mangled so bad because if anybody can remember the Flintstones opening song and ending
have a gay
song,
old time, yeah.
We'll have a gay old time.
Well, it's because it used to mean something else, didn't it?
Happy, joyful, things like that.
Yeah, fun, happy, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Stuff. Yeah. And I know South Park really did a number on that word too. They had Jennifer Aniston and they had her on there, and it was something about getting gay with kids. And they were singing, It was like, and then they go down.
Yeah.
They go to South America to some freaking place where there's a bunch of like drug cartels, and they take them hostage, and they're like, "We're not getting gay with no kids." So, holy crap!
Yeah.
So you got dachshund. Okay, cool. Is it a regular or a mini dachshund? Is it a full size or a mini one? Because we had a mini one several years ago. So they're cool. Doxies are cool. But
Yeah.
so we've got this controversy. I know that Target's losing about $9 billion.
Is that all?
Yeah, and their stock isn't doing too well. They've been actually downtrending for a little while now, probably a couple of weeks. And as far as their stock, yeah. So and also, I don't know if you've seen the leaked. I think was it the quartering? I thought last night I saw it. Quartering had a video that somebody sent them of they recorded a Zoom call with executives from Target in their diversity, equity, and inclusion division, which is just a phony division anyway in any company, in my opinion. They had a Zoom call. There was 4 or 5 of them on there, and the person who was leading the call basically said that if you don't like the policies regarding the inclusivity, then you can leave. That's kind of the message they're trying to give to all the employees regarding this whole situation.
I wonder how many people will walk out and how many will just kind of toe the line.
Well, here's the thing. A lot of these people, especially the people that I know at these targets that I service, the grunts basically, they're needing money, they're needing the job, and they have more than one job. And I can tell you right now that they're not getting many hours anyway. And if something better came along that gave them more hours for relatively the same pay, they would probably jump ship. And this is happening to people that have worked there as far as their hours and stuff like that. This has happened to people that have been working there for years and years.
Yeah.
At the single location. So they've been through a lot of management changes and everything, and they've still stayed, done their job, show up on time, do their job. But they get their hours cut. They, all kinds of weird stuff. That's one thing that drove me to jump to get the hell out of retail, because you're at the mercy of basically the corporation or the management on how much, whether you're going to be able to pay your rent or not. Because if they have a wild hair and they say, "Oh well, Wookie, this week we're gonna cut you down to 32 hours instead of 40." Well, why the hell is that? Well, we have to cut back blah 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 because the stock isn't doing well, and the shareholders are losing money, so we need to make sure we pad their fucking pockets. So so that's the one thing in any retail situation. I don't care if you're a convenience store or Macy's. The biggest freaking expenditure that they have outside of overhead is labor, and they're going to cut labor first every time, all the time, no matter what. And that's the thing that drove me to make the decision that I did to go back out into being a field rep, is because I got guaranteed hours and I get weekends and holidays off, and the holidays are paid. So
that's the way to see.
Except for like days like today where we have a special thing for this client, and so we don't lose hours. I just have to adjust my schedule so that I can work in the mornings on Saturday now. But it's cake, I tell you, because I go to 6 different stores, and guess what? I get to leave.
You get to leave.
I get to leave. So I don't come back till next week for another hour. So I'm good. But yeah. Anyway, so the Target, they're going through their issues with this whole thing. But the funny thing, the reason why I pulled this caption up was because it says the Bud Light situation, which is happening. It really is. They're losing their ass.
Yeah, that's a genuine situation. Yeah.
But yeah. Let's see. And here's the next one, and I think that everybody will like this one. because this one is like so detrimental to society.
Oh.
Man steals backhoe for a 10-mile drive to an Illinois airport to catch a flight. Who can relate to that?
Tricky.
A Southern Illinois man has been charged with theft for allegedly stealing a backhoe to drive about 10 miles, that's 16 kilometers for those east of New York, to an airport to catch a flight, authorities said. Security camera footage shows a Carbondale man arriving at Veterans Airport of Southern Illinois atop a backhoe and leaving it in the airport parking lot Thursday, the Williamson County Sheriff's Office said. Footage captured the man walking across the street from the lot to the airport lobby carrying a guitar case.
What is a backhoe?
A backhoe?
Yeah, what's a backhoe?
It's
I'm not familiar with that.
a backhoe? Wow. You guys have backhoes over there?
Possibly. We might just call them something else.
Backhoe? The hoe in the back?
Well, sometimes there's a hole in the back. But what?
No, it's a very long articulated like crane-like arm. It has some articulation in it, and it has at the end, the business end of it is a big scoop. It usually has teeth, and it's used to dig holes and ditches and stuff like that.
Okay.
Typically put on a small bulldozer or front end loader,
I think I
so
know
that
what
the
you're
driver
on
can
about,
just turn around to the back and deploy the backhoe.
Okay.
So the owner of the backhoe arrived at the airport a short time later and identified the equipment as belonging to his company. The sheriff's office said. The owner said the machine, typically used to move large debris, had been parked at a job site.
Right. So he'd gone on to a building site and borrowed
Hey,
it.
he had to get on that flight. He was going to miss a gig. He had to get to the airport.
Oh, that's okay then. It's not stealing in this case.
Well, he was arrested, so.
Hey, Carl. Simply put, like the backhoe, it's just a tractor with a crane on the back of it.
All right, like a digger.
Because
okay,
you have an excavator, which is just the crane itself, and usually they put those on work sites. But this is just like a bulldozer with a fucking crane in the back. But like most farming equipments, you can attach it because it's all hydraulically ran and shit like that.
Right. Yeah. Like a JCB, Melvin saying.
Exactly.
I'm thinking, yeah, exactly. Yeah. JCB. That's what I was thinking. Right. Got you.
A JCB. There you go. Yeah. He really had to get to the airport on time.
Well, I guess so.
Oh, holy smokes. You guys know way too much about Caterpillar. Oh, shit. Oh, hell. All right. So, yeah, that's the story right there. I was going to read that, but I didn't. Anyway, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel because I need it. And I do have a special little one here. It's a real quick one. I think that some people might appreciate. WTF is this. So I'm going to give Abby, someone might know what this is, so don't cheat, you bastard. So anyway, I'm going to put this picture on. I took this picture myself yesterday when I went inside a business that I usually service once a month. I just spun in there to say hi to the manager and whatnot. And I saw this, and I thought I'd take a picture of it. And I don't know who would appreciate this, but I figured it might get some laughs.
What the heck? Oh dear.
You can get a whole lot cheaper at Amazon.
Did you just look? It's obviously in the sort of adult section.
I don't even have to look. If I can, everything's cheaper on Amazon.
Actually, that's probably true.
Yes.
Hey,
Wait,
Wookie,
what?
I have a question,
Wait a
Wookie.
minute. Wait a minute. Wait a
Oh,
minute.
no.
I have a
Rabbit
question.
hole. Wow, it's a cheap fleshlight. How the hell do you know about fleshlights?
Come on, you know why he knows. There's no.
Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead, File. What's going on?
It's cool. Hey, what do you think the buzzy butt does?
I'm sure it gets to
It
the
ain't a
bottom
bee
of things.
stinger.
What's the tush kush? Because okay, let's be
That's
honest here.
probably lube.
We know what the stroker is, and we know what
Yeah.
the stroker lotion is, right?
Yeah.
The buzzy butt sure as fuck isn't a lava lamp.
No, it ain't a
And,
lava lamp.
Is that like fucking? And we got the tush kush, which I'm thinking
Yeah.
is ass
And then
lubricant.
you've got the spray bottle of the toy cleanser.
Oh, yeah, because that little spray bottle. No, I'm not gonna say it.
I'm sure that goes somewhere.
It's okay, man.
Wait a minute.
Don't go.
Wait a
It's fine.
minute.
No, it's fine.
The
I don't
vibrating
care.
dildo is new.
You'll piss me
Wait,
off if you leave.
What? How do you know so much about
There's
that?
no point. Fucking.
Buddy, what the hell?
This isn't important, so.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not Walgreens. It's the other one. The competition. CVS.
All right.
These aren't the name brand ones either. So it's like the shitty ones. You know how like you have like the good
Yeah, it's the
like
generic.
Chef Boyardee or so. These are like generic sex toys. So that means that these have probably been used before and washed.
Oh, no.
Go look that shit up. Don't fucking believe me.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, yeah, the actual picture that I took is a lot bigger than this, and it does have the vibrators across the top. Oh yeah,
Right.
all kinds and shapes. I know there was a big uproar with CVS because someone was claiming that they had all this paraphernalia, condoms and everything else, was supposedly on the same aisle as toys. I can tell you from personal experience that at all of the CVSs that I service, none of this stuff is anywhere near the kids section. The kids section is on the opposite side of the building. So this is usually going to be in the pharmacy department. Actually, it is in the pharmacy department in one of the aisles in front of the counter. Usually across from the pregnancy tests and other paraphernalia like that. So,
Okay.
yeah, they're not. None of the ones I've ever been into have any of this stuff near anything that's related to children, kids, or anything. So it's in the actual pharmacy aisles. It's not anywhere near the kids stuff. Because I know there was a big controversy about that. Someone was putting some pictures up or claiming, maybe it was my wife was reading something that said that people were complaining about being in the kids aisle.
All right.
And they showed pictures of the vibrators and all that other stuff. And it's a possibility it could have been put there by mistake. And I'm sure the store probably dealt with it real quick once they found out they were getting heat about it. But yeah, none of them that I service have this near the kids at all. It's opposite.
It's also possible it could have happened in one of them blue states.
Anything is possible.
Mm-hmm.
Stroker. Hey, don't stroke out.
Yeah.
Gee, you've got a great stroke of luck.
Oh dear.
You know, different strokes.
Oh yeah, that was a show, wasn't it?
What you talking about, Willis? Wait. He likes the name Cake. I guess that's the brand, Cake.
Is it Cake?
Yeah, I think. And it's
it?
you can have your cake and eat it too. What are anyway?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Moving on.
Yes. Shall we? Oh,
Oh yeah, cake, cake. Where the hell
dear.
is Abby someone at? And Time Prophet's still not made an appearance.
They
Yeah, he
have
must be
left.
sleeping.
He must be.
He
Perhaps
must
he
be.
was up all night editing again or something.
That's a possibility.
He's a
A
busy
big possibility.
boy, that one.
No, no. I don't service the CVS's that way. I actually audit them. So I audit their front store and their pharmacy department. The actual pharmacy area where they fill prescriptions and whatnot and so forth. So yeah. Oh, yes, I'm right here. Yes, you are. Do you like your cake and eating it too?
Right.
I have no more slides.
Well, considering how that last one went, it's probably just as well.
Yeah, it's probably best off not to. Yeah, have that. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oh dear. Well, that's it, isn't it? You see
Oh yeah.
all sorts. You see all sorts. Ugh. Can't. I had a thought about something, but it's gone. Oh,
So
well,
what's
never
that
mind.
cola you're drinking there, Crual Birab?
Oh, it's Vive ZX Cola, Cherry Cola from Aldi's. I got that on Thursday. Yeah, Thursday when I was in
Nice.
shopping. So it's quite good actually. It's not
Nice.
bad. I usually just go into Aldi's on a Thursday for shopping, get a whole bunch of
Right.
things.
You know,
So
I was watching a I was watching a little bit of a what the hell? I was watching a little bit of a stream yesterday
mhm.
by a YouTuber, and they actually played a dice game.
Okay.
Was her as a her, and then her guest. Hey, she had her guest play the dice game, and I guess it was like questions. Like I guess people submitted a whole bunch of questions, or she had a set number of questions, and they were all numeric. They all had a number, and so when they'd roll the dice, and whatever number came up, that's the question that they would ask.
Okay.
And ask the guest. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, interesting.
So what, they had a list of questions associated with the numbers on the dice then?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Right.
And they tend to be generally, like questions like, what's the one thing on your bucket list you wanted? What's your number one thing on your bucket list? Okay.
Oh.
As a question like that. Or what's your favorite book, or etc. Things like that.
Yeah.
What movie would you want to watch all the time if it was the only one left? Which movie would you want to watch all the time if it was the only one left? So
All right. Yeah. Those
things
kind
like
of
that.
things. You're trapped on a desert island and you can only watch
Pretty
one film.
much. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Those kind of things. Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a very interesting question, actually. What film would you watch forever on a desert island?
Having someone that's so Wookiee. What are your plans for Pride Month to avoid it?
Yeah, that's
Seems
like a good plan.
Yeah, no.
I think I'll follow your lead on that one and try and avoid it too.
I'll tell you this. I was in on Thursday, was in a Target in California, and I went in there to take care of some Lego product and stuff like that, and put some stuff out and tidy up and take a whole bunch of pictures for Lego and all that stuff. And so, right not too far away down the opposite end was the what they call market. It's actually the grocery store side of the store.
Uh-huh.
And they had a end cap in grocery of products that had the Pride Month label on them, just like they did the pet stuff.
Right.
But it's different, like drinks and snacks and whatnot and so forth on this this end cap. It had a sign and everything, and then all the packaging was almost all the same. So it could have been the same company. I don't know.
Probably.
But I could tell that the whole end cap was completely full. It was blocked and faced and completely full. Picture perfect, really. Now this is a Thursday morning. I got there just about 10 minutes after the store opened. The rest of the end caps that you walk down that aisle, and that was not the first end cap. That was probably the third end cap from the end that I started on from the back of the store. All the other end caps, they weren't recovered. The other ones had been picked over, looked like they from the day before, shopped, but no one restocked them. So that means that there probably wasn't anybody, or they didn't have enough time because, again, hours. Didn't have enough time to recover the section or put any more product out on the shelves, either the aisles, or the end caps. Well, this end cap was pristine. It was not touched, and it was full. So, everything else looks like it's been picked over. Kind of like how the Bud Light stuff was.
Huh.
So, there's that. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
All right, what are you doing now? I think Wonky is a Bud Light Lime guy. You know what? I was actually was introduced to Bud Light Lime at SeaWorld in San Diego before I moved. The wife and I went to SeaWorld, and that was where I was introduced to Bud Light Lime, and it was great. I think that was pre-InBev. If I'm not mistaken.
I've had a pint of lager and lime. That was quite nice. Like a
yeah,
pint of Tennent's.
Lime was good, and I used to drink it all the time. And I liked it. It was great for the summertime, but I don't drink it anymore. I've gone to Tecate. So, yeah. Good choice. How about Star Trek? Wait, what? The Rabbit Hole. Good choice. How about Star Trek? All of it. What? I missed something in the chats? I must have. Wait a minute. Here we go.
Oh,
I found it. What TV series would you watch if you were trapped on an island? Yes. Star Trek, the original series. Hell yeah.
Yep. Can't go wrong with that.
Star Trek, the original series. Absolutely. Including the original pilot with, what's his name? Jeffrey Hunter? Captain Pike?
Captain Pike, yeah.
Yep. The original one there, and the Menagerie.
Yeah, that's
which the Menagerie was mostly of that pilot split into 2 episodes. So
yeah, they're included in my box set of season 3. So
yeah, great stuff. Yeah, TOS all the way.
Absolutely, the original. And the movies. I mean, obviously, if you can only watch.
The movies were good.
Star Trek films are good as well. The original films.
Well, Khan was the best.
That is the best. Yes, that's in my opinion is still the best Star Trek film.
Yeah, absolutely.
Melvin Deeply. How about Buffy and Angel? I count them as one. Ooh, that's a tough one. I mean, they're pretty good as well.
You know what? I did watch both of those shows.
I've got them. Yeah.
Now and again. It wasn't bad. Neither one of them were bad, actually.
No, they were both good.
I think the Angel series, in my opinion, was probably a little bit better. But
it was edgier. That they kind of went that edgier route with Angel.
They did, and Spike. So
yes, Spike.
Wait a minute. Okay, Undiscovered Country. Yeah, I'll give you that much. I'll give you that one. That's a good one. I would say that's number 2 to Con. Wrath of Khan was good.
I
Better.
don't know. I mean, I quite like Search
That's
for
just
Spock,
mine.
actually. You know, Search for Spock, I quite like that one.
Yeah, like I said, it's up there too. It's
I
number
mean,
2. It's probably it's almost a neck and neck for 1. But if I had to pick the number 1 between those two, I would say it's Khan.
I mean, a lot of
For
people
sure.
think that the Final Frontier is crap. I like it. Maybe not the best, but I don't think
No,
it's
it wasn't the
rubbish.
best. It wasn't the worst.
No,
I think the first one was the worst.
see, I've got more of an
But
appreciation
that's
for
just
the.
me.
Yeah, I
Those
hated.
costumes sucked.
Yeah, they were totally different, weren't they?
Yeah, they were.
I didn't like the first Star Trek film that much when I first saw it, but I mean, I've got more of an appreciation for it now. And not because everything else sucks these days. No, since I've purchased the movies years ago.
Wait. Hey,
What?
File, what would you watch if you had to be on a desert island somewhere and you can only choose one series or series of movies or TV show?
Well, I wouldn't watch that Star Trek shit. Star Trek is garbage.
You're one of them.
Star Trek is garbage. It's overrated.
Garbage.
It's a 1-season garbage, overrated show that if it wasn't for Lucille Ball, it would have never fucking happened. It's garbage.
Yep, Desilu Productions, absolutely. Oh my god.
All this, it's the first time a show has all this. Fuck you. It's garbage. And all these movies that people like Wrath of Khan, garbage. I don't like none of the Star Trek stuff. I would rather
Okay,
watch.
so what in your
shows.
preference? What's not garbage? What would you prefer to watch?
On a desert island? Well, there's no electricity, so I would probably only have a cell phone, which I got about 8 hours of life, right?
Right.
Right. Okay, so I
Yeah.
got 8 hours to watch a series, right? Okay, are you gonna watch fucking Star Trek as your 8-hour series, Wookie? Like, come on, seriously. You only got 8 hours. What series would you watch if you only had those 8 hours? Or would you watch different shows? Because if you're only going to watch one series in 8 hours, I mean, nothing is worth 8 hours for me to watch. I don't know. Fuck. There's somebody said I heard some shit about that. There's nothing out there to watch. I sure as fuck wouldn't watch Star Wars. I probably wouldn't even fucking watch anything that has Star in front of it. Like, the only thing I'd probably watch is fucking probably the Last Starfighter, which is probably the only thing worth a shit.
That was a good movie.
No
That's a
Star
good show.
Wars. I don't want to watch Star Wars because then I got to watch all those crying fucking Luke and crap. You start. Okay, a series that I would watch, RoboCop. There you go. I'd watch RoboCop. I'd sit there and watch RoboCop in loop, and then I'd watch it in Spanish to hear him with the same voice of every actor.
Nice.
RoboCop's good.
Yeah.
Rome was a good series, but there was
Rome.
did
that
you
was
guys
good.
ever see the one about Blood and Sand?
No.
A series called Blood and Sand. No.
There was a series called what was that series? I think it was called Rome Blood and Sand or Spartan Blood and Sand. It had to do with the Spartan warriors, and the guy that was in the original series ended up dying of cancer at the end of the series, and they tried to do a spin-off off of it, and it didn't work out. So
Speaking of Rome, did you see that Ray Stevenson died?
yeah, man, fucking
Yeah,
Punisher,
that sucks.
the best Punisher in my opinion.
Yeah.
I liked him as the Punisher. Yeah, he was good.
Yeah,
I've got
he was
that on
good in
Blu-ray.
that. Big
There it
time.
is, Melvin Deeply. Thank you, Spartacus Blood and Sand.
I've heard of it. I've not
Yeah,
seen it.
so the main actor, that's a good man. You know what? Now that I think about it, I haven't seen that series in a long time. If you guys have an opportunity, watch that shit. Because if I remember, I think what's her name is in it too. From Warrior Xena. Is it Xena, Warrior Princess?
Lucy Lawless?
Yeah,
Lucy Lawless. Yeah, I believe she's in it too.
Cool.
Hey, I'll be right back. I'm gonna be off just for a few seconds. I'll be right back.
Fair enough.
Let's just not say nothing the whole time. How about it, Cruel?
Well, I mean, or we could just speak about him when he's away. I mean,
Let's do that then. What do you think he's doing? I think he's having diarrhea.
I don't know. He could be having a look at some of those interesting
You
things
think
that
he's
they sell on
trying
that
out one of the
slip.
sex toys right now that he bought from the rack?
Who
That he's
knows?
like, all right, I'm gonna try the
See, maybe
buzzy.
maybe he took that picture when he was there. You see,
He's like,
perusing for his own amusement.
he was like, hey Frank, are these on sale? He was like, no, you can have them. And he turned on some candles and he started listening to like Girls in White Satin. Girls in White Satin. He's kind of ashamed, but he knows he's got to go for it.
Well,
Was that too much?
you're just never sure with some people, are you?
He's gonna come back with the mic on. He's gonna be like, the lotion's all over the place. I squeeze. You know how like when you squeeze a bottle too much, or you go shooting and shit.
Oh dear.
Shit.
Spartacus. God. Okay, I've not seen Spartacus series. I've got the film, but I've not seen
It was a pretty good series.
it. Okay.
But I mean, I don't know. I don't know what. There's not that good of a series that I'd be like, yeah, I'm content sitting there watching on the island.
I think it's obviously that question is not taking into account the fact that there would be no electricity. You could just watch it forever,
The whole Gilligan's Island fucking coconut juice fucking electricity.
Who knows?
All right, so series. I don't know, but are we talking about TV, movie, series?
Either.
Oh,
Either.
man.
A movie series or television series.
I don't know. There's just
And
nothing.
I mean, I suppose if you wanted to torture yourself, you could watch Star Trek since you're not a big fan.
No, fuck Star Trek. I hate Star Trek. I can't. I try to watch it, right? And I'm like, this is dumb. I would rather watch Galaxy Quest. It's a far superior movie.
I've seen that. Yeah, that was pretty good.
It's so fun, and that just seems more believable than these. Oh God, stupid. And you know what makes me laugh? I like to sit there like in a tennis match, and watch the Trekkies fight the Star Wars people on who's better.
I like both. I mean, that's the thing. I like.
It's
both.
fascinating to watch both of them go on like this sausage war that none of. Star Trek is better because who's the weirdo that made it?
What, Star Trek? Gene Roddenberry.
Yeah, Gene Roddenberry, because he made something else, and then the Star Trek person is like, George Lucas is a god, and then you mentioned fucking Kathleen Kennedy, and they're like, that is the name not spoken.
Yeah,
it's fucking. Yeah, it's all that bullshit.
And then, of course, you've got the wee guy in the corner. So, I like Doctor Who.
Yeah, and then you got the little guy in the fucking you got a little time prophet on the corner saying, well, I like Doctor Who. And they're like, shut up, insignificant. We're talking about real stuff.
We're talking about real sci-fi.
We're talking about real sci-fi, not your phone booth nonsense. By the way, if I've offended anybody that watches Doctor Who, frankly, I don't care. It show's fucking weird too. It's like
I used to like it.
You know what makes me laugh about Doctor Who is that you got all these older episodes, which there's like everybody says they're breathtaking, and they're like, when I hear people talk about it in my mind, I'm picturing like this glorious thing, and then when I look at it, it's terrible. It's almost disappointing. Like for me, Doctor Who is pretty good, like in the 2000s, 2005, 2004. You know, I like that era of that's when I kind of got into it. My wife got me into that shit.
David Tennant was it?
Yeah, that kind of
he was good. I like.
Yeah, I think 2005 was when it started with Christopher Eccleston. Probably, he just did one season, and he was the first Doctor outside of the Paul McGann movie that I saw. And then of course Tennant. The wife and I loved Tennant.
Yeah, he was good.
Awesome. Really we loved that. Matt Smith wasn't so bad. He was just too young, in my opinion, but. He was good. The writing was good. I think the writing saved the Matt Smith era. And then when he got to like his last season, when he matured through the role, it became better. He became better. But yeah,
Yeah, I saw a little bit of Matt Smith here and there, but mainly it was David Tennant, and obviously before that, Christopher Eccleston. Because I was really
No,
interested.
Bunny.
What? Oh,
No,
right.
Bunny.
Yeah, well, he does another conversation we were just having.
Yeah, we were totally not talking about you.
Yeah, we're totally not talking about what happened with those toys. How they were given to you free.
No, I didn't sign for the Bud Light order.
Yeah, but Wookie was like, "Yeah, we're getting refunds. Hey, put them in the garage. Keep filling that shit up."
There you go, baby.
While he's
I'll
wearing
sell
his
these on
fucking,
eBay.
while fucking Wookie's wearing his fucking tucked fucking bathing suit.
Yeah, they
Fucking
with extra
Wookie,
crotch room.
I'll give you $100 if you fucking take a picture wearing a tucked bathing suit like that.
Oh, dear.
I'll do that shit for
No.
100 fucking bucks. Fucking why not? Maybe a good
Bunny, have a good one. See you. Thanks for coming
See you
in.
later, T Bunny. Have a good one.
God.
flipping them off.
Yeah, no.
What?
No, I'm not going to do that.
I
I'm
just
gonna wear
did.
tuck underwear bullshit.
You wouldn't wear it? So what does that do? How does that shit work?
I have no idea, and I don't want to know.
I do. I'm gonna look it up right now.
Go ahead.
What is it called? A tuck bathing suit?
Tuck friendly or whatever. Hang
A
on
tuck
second.
friendly? See? Somebody's done the research.
Hey, I was just reading the article.
It's not made in Taiwan. Okay, here we
Yeah.
go.
Yes, it's tuck friendly, extra crotch coverage.
All right, so let's take a look. Okay.
Take a look and find out.
I'm actually looking for. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, where's the instructions?
The buzzy butt. Is there
Tucker
a buzzy
friendly.
butt flap for that?
So what is it? You just like put your junk in this pocket or some shit? Hey, babe, what's a tuck friendly bathing suit? You tucks in your booties? Yeah, but how does it work? That's weird.
Well, here's the funny thing. You know those sheath underwear that the quartering is always promoting? They've got like
Okay.
2 pockets.
Huh.
So there's that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Did you say you'd been watching a quartering video or something? Did we get off topic of that? I've lost track.
I don't know. I just came back into the conversation of Doctor Who.
That's true. We did mention Doctor Who.
We were talking about how like you have the Star Wars nerds arguing with the Star Trek nerds. And
Yeah.
then you
Oh,
have
yeah,
this
the
little-
classic battle.
Then you have this little itty bitty guy there saying, "What about my Doctor Who?" And then they're like, "Shut up, you little measly! No one cares."
No one cares.
And then they
We're
go
talking
back
about
and they-
real sci-fi.
Yeah, real. And then you have all the knockoff sci-fi shows that people like. You that little crowd that's looking at. Oh, look, those are the main people.
Sci-fi.
Yeah.
What are you talking
like,
about? Are you bad mouthing Jason the Star Command as a knockoff sci-fi?
I like Buck Rogers. What are you talking about? I like Buck Rogers. Really
Buck
good.
Rogers. Yeah. Beady, beady,
I mean,
beady,
those were the shows of the time. You know what I mean? So I can't
Yeah.
say whether they were
Beady,
shit or
beady.
not. You know what I mean? I mean, there's some stuff that's kind of fucking fishy that you look at now. I'll give you an example. Lost in Space. Lost in Space was fucking
Ooh, the
relation.
pain.
Well, the relationship between the fucking the
Dude,
doctor
Vinny.
and the boy. He was like, "Where's the boy?"
Yeah,
he was like, he was like always obsessed with that little boy and fucking his fucking molest robot, which they didn't bring it up. He was always what did he always tell him on the show when the doctor got too close?
Danger, danger.
Right? Yeah, danger, Will Rob. Hold on, I can do this. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. Right? He did that kind of shit, right?
The
So
best.
that was his detector, like in Spaceballs that they had the Virgin robot.
I was waiting to see the Virgin Alert.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
The pain.
Battlestar Galactica, the plastic. No, that's not. You know
The penny,
what?
go to hell. I want Will.
I'm telling. Yeah, see, you see. It was there was some fucking weird shit. There's the other one with the
Battlestar Galactica. Which era?
I was gonna say which era.
The Glenn A. Larson original, 1978. The knockoff Upstart, the Restart, 1980, or the
I like the new
other
one.
The other
The
one.
new one was good.
The new one was good.
I like the
yes.
old one, but the new one was
I
really
like
good.
the old one too, but the new one.
Same.
The only thing, it took me a little bit to get over the fact that two male characters from the original series were now female, and one of them was Starbuck, of course, but the other one was Boomer. Boomer was a male, who was a black guy, and now Boomer became a Asian chick who was a Cylon. So,
although what was kind of interesting was they did have Richard Hatch in it as Tom Zarek.
they did, and he played an evil son of a bitch. He was bad. He was a good role. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this much: a lot of people were, like myself included, were apprehensive about the character gender switches and all that shit like that between Buck and Starbuck and Boomer. But it fit the new writing and it fit the story. So I was good with it. Actually, I liked it. I thought it was good.
I mean, well, that's the thing. That's the thing. It was done well.
It was, and Edward James Olmos. Edward James Olmos beat the shit out of a Cylon. I love that. That was great.
Hey, did you know that guy was a high school teacher?
Which guy?
Oh yeah.
Edward James Olmos? No, he was a high school teacher, and he taught a bunch of Hispanic kids how to do math. True story. He was a high school teacher.
Yeah, that was from a movie.
No, it was. He was a high school teacher.
No, yeah, he was.
It was a documentary. That was the documentary.
What is that? Stand and Deliver. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, the documentary, just like The Exorcist. The Exorcist is a documentary.
What about The Exorcist 2?
That's another documentary that happened later. They just ran out of names because they're useless.
Oh yeah, Papa Cotton, Aaron Gray, and spandex.
Yes. Indeed.
Yeah, but season 2 was a bust. It all turned all stupid and shit.
Ah, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was just They fucked it up.
Huh?
I was just saying, do you guys Snapchat?
No.
Okay, just checking.
The second series of Buck Rogers was a bit of a
I mean, as a kid, I didn't really care, because I was watching it. They had that Hawk guy, and he had a cool spaceship, and whatever. And there was another robot, and this funny old like pedo-ish looking doctor guy.
Yeah. Mark Leonard played a wee
Oh
role
no, he's gone again. Mark Leonard. Yeah, Mark Leonard.
Yeah, he was in an episode of season 2.
Yep. Well, hey, what the hell was his name? The guy that played the general guy, he was played a Klingon too. He played Kang.
What?
It's not Hank Azaria. It was
Ansara.
Ansara, yes.
Michael Ansara.
Michael Ansara. Was it Michael or? Yeah. He also played in the movie The Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, the original one. Opposite his wife.
Okay.
His wife is Barbara Eden.
Right. I haven't seen that in years.
Lucky bastard.
Yeah.
He's got I Dream of Jeannie every freaking night.
Well, that's it. I mean, he was Kane in.
Yeah, Kane. It was Kane.
Kane in season 1 of Buck Rogers.
Yes, he was Kane. Yeah,
and he was a Klingon in season 3 of Star Trek.
Yes. And they brought him and the other two guys back from the original series for Deep Space Nine, which was a great series of episodes.
Which was weird because obviously they were like normal Klingons again, which was quite funny. Because obviously they were different in the original Star Trek.
Right.
It was a different time. We don't talk about it. I just remember that
we were all on holiday. Leave it alone.
I just remember that bit in the crossover with Deep Space Nine, the original series.
Yeah,
the Tribbles again.
Yeah,
that was a good episode actually.
Oh God, that was such a freaking awesome one. The Tribbles one.
Yeah.
That was a great Deep Space Nine. That was freaking awesome. And I actually videotaped that son of a gun too. That whole episode.
I love how
I lost the damn tape.
Oh,
VHS.
I love the bit, and we've talked about it before, but I love the bit where Kirk is demeaning the men for starting the fight in the bar.
Yes,
they edited in O'Brien. You know,
they edited in O'Brien, and I think Bashir too.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, they edited him in there. It was freaking. They did an awesome freaking job with all the CGI and editing and everything was just top notch, dude. Top notch.
I was waiting to say, what year would that be? Late 90s, early 2000s?
That was that was the late 90s.
Yeah.
When that episode came out, I was still living in Temecula, California. So that was like either 97 or 98 when that episode came out. TNG had already been off the air.
Okay, right. It's finished by that point.
And that's why they had Worf. Worf was there. He had just come on board. And they talked about how bad he's like, but they're Klingons, Worf? I don't see any Klingons.
Yeah, that's right.
We don't discuss that.
Which of course they address in Enterprise, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Oh, Abby, someone have a good one, man. We'll see you
have
around.
A good one. We'll see you later.
Have a good one. Thanks for coming in. So yeah.
That
was a good episode of DS9.
Yeah,
that was the anniversary one. I think it was. It was an anniversary one. I can't remember if it was the. Was it the 50th? No, the 40th. 40th. No, wait.
Well, it was.
It had to do with the last season. It was the last or first season of the original series. I think when that episode came out, Trouble with Tribbles.
Okay.
And it was like an anniversary. Oh man, what was it? So it had to be late 90s. Maybe it was 96 or 97. 96, 97 when it came out, because that would pretty much make it the 30th anniversary.
Okay.
So because Star Trek came out 66, ended in 69.
Yeah. I mean, what happened? I think what happened with Deep Space Nine is the same thing that happened with the original, with the Next Generation. Is we got to see at least the first season on normal television, and then it went on to Sky. So.
Oh yeah.
Although talking about sci-fi, I saw something somewhere that there's going to be a Babylon 5 animated film.
I've heard they were trying to make a comeback with Babylon 5, but I didn't know it was animated.
I think so. I think
wow.
Bruce Boxleiter is doing the voice of Sheridan again. I think so.
He's probably got time on his hands. I don't think he's doing much.
No. I think Claudia Christian and that. I think they're coming back. I think they're doing the voices.
Nice.
I'm not sure. I saw that
That's
somewhere
cool.
the other week. There. I've seen
Babylon
5.
Wait.
Yeah. I don't know.
Let me see if it's from him.
He's obviously had to bow out.
Okay, he's got internet issues. They must have, because I know it was cut out earlier. So
that's right. Yeah.
Okay, Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, his internet.
Pesky bloody internet.
Got him. Yeah, no. We're talking about the sci-fi stuff. Like there was Willie had mentioned The Last Starfighter.
Oh, that's a good film, yeah.
Great movie.
I haven't seen it in a long time, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean it has, for its time, it was great, special effects, CGI and stuff like that. But it's a good story. I like the story and everything.
If I remember correctly, the old man from RoboCop in OCP is the alien dude that he flies with, just dressed up.
Probably, yeah.
If I remember.
Yeah.
Forget the actor's name, but yeah. That was a good film. I'm gonna have to see that again. I'm gonna have to see that again at some point. That was one of them ones. One of them ones I grew up watching.
Right.
That and Battle Beyond the Stars. Those kind of things.
Battle Beyond the Star. Oh my God. I haven't seen that in forever, dude. Holy
Same here.
shit. Forever.
Same here. It's been a lot of years since I've seen any of those.
Yeah.
They were really good. Obviously, trying to capitalize on the Star Wars and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. As soon as Star Wars made a splash, everybody was coming out with their cheap knockoffs.
Yeah, that's
foreign
true.
films and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. And even some of the ones. I mean, I was thinking about Flash Gordon, the movie, and obviously, even that was trying to reinvent itself with.
It had a lot of good actors in it.
Timothy Dalton.
A lot of good actors in it. I guess they made it almost too comic booky.
Maybe.
I guess you could say. But the funny thing is this Flash Gordon, they had comics for Flash Gordon, the little serials and stuff like that back in the 30s. But I think they tried to base it more off of the old TV. It's not TV, but the old movie serials, which are like only about 10 or 15 minutes long.
But
they were shorts. Same with Buck Rogers. Then the funny thing is Buster Crabbe played both characters.
So I believe I've seen a little bit of Buster and Flash Gordon. I mean, but I haven't seen any of his portrayal of Buck Rogers though.
The Buck Rogers thing, you can find it. It's on YouTube. You just have to search.
I'm sure it would be.
Yeah. Same with the Flash Gordon thing. It's Buster Crabbe was great. And he was a good looking guy back then too. So, but the funny thing is he reprised his role as Flash Gordon on the Buck Rogers in the 25th Century first season.
That's right, Major Gordon.
Yeah, it was either one or two episodes. I can't remember. But I know he was in it.
It was it was part 2 of the double episode Planet the Slave Girls, if I remember correctly.
Melvin. We were just talking about that. Buster Crabbe. He was on an episode of the Buck Rogers in the 25th Century, starring Gil Gerard.
I'm sure it was the Planet of the Slave Girls double episode.
And I didn't realize this. Until very recently, and it just dawned on me that Twiki, was the human inside the suit. Was the same guy that was Cousin It from the Addams Family.
All right,
it was the same guy. But the voice of Twiki, the robot, was Mel Blanc.
That's right. Bugs Bunny, eh? Was it Bugs Bunny?
That was that was Bugs Bunny. Mel Blanc.
That's right.
Mel Blanc. It dawned on me. But he got around.
Oh, yeah. He did a lot of those characters in Bugs Bunny and a lot. Yeah.
Yep.
Looney Tunes.
Yeah. It's dirty minds think alike there, Melvin. No, Buster Crabbe. He played the Buck Rogers and the Flash Gordon back in the 30s, 40s. You know what else was an interesting character? I'm surprised that they haven't tried to dig that back up. But there was another movie serial. It was more of it was a period piece for the time that it came out. So it was like a modern. It came out in the early 40s, like right before we got involved in World War II.
Right.
Or like 1940, 1941, or 39. But it was called Agent X9 or something like that. But it starred Lloyd Bridges.
Oh, right.
As a secret agent. Yeah, Lloyd Bridges was in it. And another famous guy who Key Luke, who is a Chinese American, and he was one of the founding members of the SAG, Screen Actors Guild. One of the founding members of the Screen Actors Guild back then. But his claim to fame was he was number one son to Charlie Chan, which was Warner Oland's Charlie Chan in the 1930s.
Wasn't he the old guy in Gremlins?
Yes, he was.
Yeah,
he was the old guy in Gremlins.
I recognize the name.
Yeah, he also played the part of Master Po in the David Carradine series Kung Fu back in the 70s.
Yeah,
he played the blind Master Poe in that series.
I think he was in an episode of the A-Team as well.
He probably was, and he was definitely in an episode of Star Trek, the original series, as well, in the 60s. He played a scientist or something like that. Yeah, he was part of that.
You know, I can almost picture it actually. Yeah.
Great actor, and he's a great artist, by the way, Kilu.
Mm-hmm.
But they had this series called Agent X. I think it was Agent X9 or something like that. And it starred Lloyd Bridges. He was the agent, and it was kind of one of those. It was a movie type serial. You know, the short subject thing. You know, like a Buck Rogers or Flash Gordon type deal.
Mm-hmm.
It was only 10 or 15 minutes long in an episode. It always ended on a cliffhanger. So, you know, back in the day. But I'm surprised that no one's tried to pull that back out.
Well, interestingly enough, Lloyd Bridges.
Because it had some good stories.
Lloyd Bridges was in the double episode. Was it in Battlestar Galactica when they find the Pegasus? Wasn't it?
Captain, yes. Commander Kane.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
It's all connected.
Yes, it is. It's all connected. Imagine that.
And in the remake, it was Michelle Forbes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who was Rolaren in Star Trek?
Yes, that's right.
Yes,
Boy, she was such an evil bitch in that frickin' role as Admiral Kane. Oh my God.
Bang tighty though.
What an evil.
And then she died. Oh well.
Yeah, she deserved what she got.
Yeah, she did.
She did, boy. Oh.
Yeah,
but I think that's what made that whole series, the new Battlestar Galactica series, made that so appealing, was because it took some of the characters and it swapped them, but it made it make sense.
Yeah,
and that's the sign of a good vision, that they changed the characters with a purpose, not just because.
No,
I mean, holy shit. They did take out a couple of characters, though, that they never really, that was kind of semi-prominent or always there in the background during the original.
Cassiopeia disappeared.
Yeah, Cassiopeia, but also
Athena,
Jolly.
I was going to say Athena as well.
Athena and Jolly. Yeah. Those characters, I think Jolly was only mentioned once in the opening of the first, the original TV movie. Mm-hmm. He was in it, but he died. So
yeah, probably. Yeah,
I think he died in the first. Yeah, in the first one. But yeah, they took out the other main characters. They had Boxy in there, the kid. They had the kid, and then poof, that was it. No more kid. Just all of a sudden he was gone, which kind of was like a head scratcher. Like, what the hell?
Yeah,
but
I'd have to watch them again. I'm not.
There really wasn't an explanation for that, in my opinion.
No,
but whatever. I guess it just didn't fit because. Well, I guess you look at it from this point, is that it was really a dark show.
Ah, yeah.
It was dark. It was fucking dark. It was not the happy campy, happy ending shit that you saw with Lauren Green and all those other guys.
Well,
this was like a dark freaking show.
Well, I mean, look what the Cylons did Starbuck with her ovaries and stuff. They did something there, didn't they? So.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
shit to her.
Some of the women, that's slightly darker than the original show. I think.
Oh yeah, oh absolutely. I thoroughly enjoyed Edward James Olmos as Commander Dama. He was freaking awesome.
Yeah,
in that role. I didn't think I was going to like it, but it was good. Again, the writing and having the right actors play those roles, and it was good.
Definitely, it was definitely worth a watch. My DVDs, I was watching them a wee while ago, and I think some of them were knackered. So put the kibosh on that.
Definitely got to get your hands on as much physical media as you can.
Yeah,
I had that debate with the missus. And I'm like, well,
yeah.
you know,
I don't know.
rather get the DVDs, you know.
Yeah.
I
that's
still
the
had
thing.
everything that I had on VHS. I think I own about 70% of on DVD now of what I used to have on VHS.
I think
I
I've
don't have.
more or less got most.
I had every single Mel Brooks movie. I had every single Cheech and Chong movie. I
Okay.
had. I still have. I had. I had at the time it was the 5 Star Trek movies. I had all those. I didn't get the disc. Oh, I got the Undiscovered Country afterwards as a single, but it's of a box set. But
Yeah.
Starbucks shouldn't have ovaries. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you got that right. She's all the drinking and smoking. Yeah, didn't matter.
Well,
But
no, but they made it work because they
they
good
did. That's
writing.
what I think. Like I said, it was great writing and having the right actors in those roles,
Yeah.
and it made it fit. I didn't think I was going to like it. I'm going, what? Starbucks a chick and Boomer's a chick. What the hell? And you know, there's no
Yeah.
boxing and there's no freaking Cassiopeia or Athena. What the hell's going on here? And you know, like what the hell? I mean,
Well, that's it. I mean,
holy crap!
Katie Sackhoff is Starbucks. She's
Colonel
got that. Yeah.
Colonel Ty was white. What the hell is that?
Yeah.
The hell, he's white. Oh.
That's true.
No,
That's
it was
true.
all good. It all worked out. I enjoyed that series very much. Again, it's dark. It's not your happy campy shit that was in the 70s.
No,
Even
it wasn't.
no, but
and you had Lucy Lawless in that as well.
Yeah, she played a Cylon. Yeah, a skin job, and did it very well.
Dean Stockwell, enough.
Yeah, he played a good bad guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he was evil.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of like that was kind of chilling when he killed that little kid. You see that episode?
Probably.
There was a little kid, there was a little kid that was abandoned, or all his parents were dead, and they were on that ship that had the refugees, and he was one of them.
Oh, right.
And the kid kept on gravitating toward him, and whatever, and the kid just wouldn't leave him the hell alone, so he stuck a knife in him.
I see.
On TV. So yeah, it's pretty dark.
Yeah, that's pretty dark. I don't remember that actually.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was dark. Yeah, no Daggets. Oh my God.
Don't think no Daggets. Well,
no Daggets. That's the funny thing. The last time you saw the Boxy, and he was in the second. It was the end of the second episode of the miniseries, or whatever that was. That was it. They saved him from the planet or whatever, brought him up on the shuttle. I think Boomer did. Boomer was the one that rescued him from the planet. And that was the last time you saw the kid. When they came up with the regular series, when the series started, he wasn't in there at all. He was gone. No mention, nothing. No Boxy, no Daggett, no nothing like that. No monkey in a freaking metal dog suit. No. That's what the hell that was in the 1978 was a freaking chimpanzee in a dog suit.
I'm gonna have to watch those again.
Funny.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I've got the original and I've got the new ones, but I think some of the discs are knackered in the new ones. So
right,
it's that same old sad story, isn't it? You get so many seasons in, and then you put on disc 3, and it's buggered. So it's just like that's you. And
that's a bummer. You know what? That's with my. I have the Three Stooges collection on DVD.
Right.
And it has every single short they ever did.
Okay.
As the Three Stooges. I don't have the Ted Healy days, which was prior to that, when it was Ted Healy and the Stooges. It was just the original Three Stooges shorts from Columbia. The first freaking disc worked great, and then the next time I put it in, it's fuzzy. I'm like, oh
Right.
shit. So that disc took a shit, and I'm so pissed because it was like 1934, their first season per se. I think
Yeah.
there's 2 or 3 that actually were fine in it. The first 2 or 3, because the first one was a musical
Okay.
number, and it had Margie White, who was a very nice looking blonde gal actress, and they did the singing number through the whole thing, and it was a funny episode. And but yeah, after like that one and the next one, and then the rest of the freaking disc is junk. I'm like, I was so pissed,
Yeah.
so pissed. But the rest of them are fine, and I have some movies in there too that came with the pack. So, but yeah, the first disc, I'm just pissed about. But it is what it is. At least I got the rest of them.
Yeah. Well, that's it.
But yeah,
That kind of thing happened with my Star Trek Next Generations as well. Just get to season 4 and then it's disc 3 and it's like it's buggered. It's like, oh,
yeah. It sucks.
and then I bought the season again. And then got on to season 5 and just realized it was the same thing there as well. It's just like,
damn.
Oh,
That
so
sucks, dude.
I haven't replaced them and I haven't watched them in years because
Oh.
I've got all 7 seasons of Next Gen. And I've got all 7 seasons of Voyager, and I've got Deep Space Nine, and I've got the original series,
Nice,
and Enterprise as well. So,
dude.
You know,
Yeah,
I might have been a big Star Trek fan at some point in my life.
a little bit. I think you
a wee bit, you know.
a wee bit. Yeah.
Yeah, just a wee bit. Yeah. So, and that's a good way of ruffling my feathers, is have discs that don't want to work. So,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, the discs. You know, and you buy a cleaner for your unit. You know, for the your disc drive, or your DVD player.
Yeah,
and you're supposed to work. But I guess that they degrade over time, the discs themselves. I'm of the impression. So just like the videotape, but if the videotape, if you keep it at a good temperature, room temperature, and away from any kind of moisture and stuff, they should last a little while. Especially if your VHS has been cleaned and maintained real well, because they still sell. They did at one time. I know that at least last Christmas I saw some DVD VHS players where you could take your VHS and record onto a DVD.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, and I used to have one of those back in the day, one of the first ones that came out, and it worked fine until I tried. I was just using it as a DVD player.
Okay.
I first got the thing, and I found out after a few discs that some discs have a record block on them. So even if you're not trying to record it, like transfer it, it still wouldn't play in the player because it would detect that your player is also a recorder. And I was like pissed. It was the only freaking DVD player I had. I'm like, bastards.
Yeah, right, okay.
But but you can still get them. You can still find those occasionally. I wish I still had my VHSs, but I think I took them all to Goodwill and the charity shop, and I had totes and totes and totes of VHS. Like, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Well, that was it.
Yeah.
I had lots of VHS tapes in my day, but I think I've got most of the stuff on DVD now.
Yeah.
So,
like I said, I think I have about 70% of what I used to have on VHS on DVD now, including other stuff I never had. So
there's always a few things that you can't get, and sometimes that comes down to region codes, and I don't have a multi-region player.
Right.
And sometimes it just comes down to the fact that certain things have never been released on DVD or never been released outside of specific countries on DVD. So
yeah, exactly. Like unless something has been marketed or been made for, like, say, here in North America, like a lot of the Doctor Who series, you can't get on DVD.
Mhm.
Now,
Yeah.
I had years ago. I had a neighbor.
Well.
Yeah.
Look who
Look
it
who
is.
just decided to show up willy-nilly. After an hour and 41 minutes, he decides to just show up.
I think it's time to end the stream then.
I know, right? What the hell? Prophet of time. What?
Yes.
No. Did you have a lion? No.
No.
I didn't have a lion.
Did
Sit
you?
in for a second. No. I thought you knew we were starting late.
Oh. Wait a minute.
We were starting late because I had to work this morning. And so I was out on the road, running around, doing stuff for my job. I'll probably be doing that almost every weekend in June as well. So this is the first weekend. But then after once we get into July, I won't be doing it anymore. I'll be back on at the normal time.
Well, I mean, time.
I'm surprised you didn't get a notification, man.
He was watching John Wick Chapter 2.
Oh.
I suppose we can let that slide
I
since
can
it's
let
a good
that
film.
slide. I'll allow it.
Since it's a good film.
I'll allow it. Good to see you, buddy. Hey, tomorrow you're on with File at 9 o'clock your time.
Whoa!
Hey!
Look
Wow!
at
Mr. Not Brian Young in the chat.
Hello,
sir. Welcome to the Mayhem and Debauchery. You missed the first hour and 40 minutes of it.
Yep.
Where we talked about the stroker.
Yes.
Yes. Wait. Did you drive with your hairy Wookiee slippers? No, I had my hairy Wookiee boots.
Hairy Wookiee.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Oh no. Well, at least that was a good.
Hey, not Brian. Not Brian, man. It's been a long time, man.
How are you doing?
Yeah. How's it going?
I take it. Glasgow is still in one piece.
There what? Oh, wait a minute.
What's this?
Is the stroker like a You're gonna have to watch the rerun. Wait, Papa Cotton was sit on that. Yeah, he says yes. Yes. Leave him. Yeah. Now I started late today. For those of you that just showed up, because I had to work this morning. Otherwise, I would have been on at about 5 p.m. Your time in England. But instead, it's later. So,
yeah,
because I had to work this morning, and like I said, it'll probably be the rest of June. Probably that I'll either do a late start, or I'll just do a Sunday stream maybe too, instead of Saturday. I don't know, depends. But yeah. Wait, I can't find usually. Luckily, I had something else to do. Yeah, watching John Wick. You didn't get a notification, huh? I mean, no one's getting notifications now. These Nazis at YouTube.
I mean, I don't necessarily get the notifications either.
No, but I tell you what's going on.
I don't check YouTube, so yeah, you tell me what's going on. That's the thing.
Even happens to me. Like I'll have a notification, like with one of File 13's videos or something, a stream. And I'll put a notification on, or I'll see. I'll just check. I don't get a notification. I'll check, and then I'll have that. I'll hit the notify me button just so they notify me. But you're supposed to get a notification anyway if you're subbed. So I don't know. Well, if my laptop isn't on, how would I get a notification? Pigeon.
YouTube is available on multiple devices.
Yes.
Or possibly a pigeon. Yeah.
You can sign up for email notifications on any device. No.
Feeling that just make you with a pigeon.
Yeah.
Or smoke signals.
Yeah. There you go.
smoke signals. There you go.
A cup with a string on it. No. No, heck yeah. So yeah, probably in June I'll probably do them about the same time as today. If not, then I might do them on Sundays. Kind of depends on what's going on. But worst case scenario, Saturday afternoons at 12:30 my time, which is 8 hours behind Europe. So, yep. So, wait. My Crual Birab, my phone is a Windows phone. It doesn't have YouTube.
Huh.
Quit bitching about it already. What? You know?
Well, there you go. What are you going to do, huh?
Windows phone. Well, you just on Wi-Fi? Time Prophet? You just use the Wi-Fi? Or do you have a carrier? Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't have a Windows phone, so.
Hey, I watched the Valley of Gwanji again, Time Prophet. It's still funny. What? Yep. And the horse just miraculously freaking disappears. Just like Boxy in Battlestar Galactica, the new series. He's in there in the pilots, and then boom, he's not in there story at all.
1 minute he's there, the next minute he's
gone. Yeah, the little horsey in that movie is in there at the beginning, and then boom, no more horsey. He ran away. I think someone watched it last night. I sent him the link. So he's probably sub to your channel now. He's been watching probably everything else, I imagine. You just missed him, too. He took off just before you came on. So, but yeah.
Well, that's it.
Good stuff. Hey, Prophet, are you working on a new video? Is it a Doctor Who video, or what are you doing? Inquiring minds want to know. Ooh.
Come on, do it.
Come on, tell us the inside scoop already.
Come on, do the video.
Oh, hell.
A little bit too much information, Melvin.
Oh, that's funny, Melvin. Oh, shit. Wait, everything's jumping around now all of a sudden. What the heck? I'm working on a new one, but I still got lots of models to complete. Oh, yeah, that's right. You're working on a car, right? And some other stuff?
All right.
Cool. Now, Brian in chat says, requesting Time Prophet joins the stream. Yeah, I would like to have him on, but I don't know if he can come on. Usually Sunday's his day. Is that right, Time Prophet? But my video is bigger.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh dear.
That's a good one. That's why we love the Time Prophet.
Yeah.
Oh
dear.
Yes. Yeah, heck. Not Brian. You want a link? You want to come on? Do you have a chance or not? Or the Time Prophet, both. I can send you a link if you like.
Oh, well, that would be interesting.
Let me see. So, okay, I didn't get any messages over here. There we go.
Come on.
I think I will do that. We'll give him the link in the Twitter sphere. Go to Twitter sphere.
Jolly good.
Twitter.
Time Prophet can't make it.
Okay.
But not Brian is up for it.
I got I'm scrolling my DM here. Oh, there he is. Brygon Jin.
Bygone gin.
I
like
love
it.
that.
I like it.
Here you go. Here you go, Bygone gin.
Bygone.
Oh, there it is. Bygone
That's,
gin.
I like it. That's good. Bygone gin.
Wait, what? You need to work on that Welsh accent. I don't have a what Welsh accent? The hell? There we go. Child care duties are over for the evening. Amen.
Very good.
Yeah. Yes. Welsh. So you think I was trying to do a Welsh accent, eh? Time prophet? Well, let me just sink a couple of shots of Jack. No problem, brother. Actually, you know what? I'm going to run real quick into the kitchen and reload my Tecate so that I can sound more Welsh for Time Prophet's benefit.
Oh, great.
Okay.
What am I? Am I the designated driver or something? I don't have any.
Yes. Go and do it now. Drive the car.
I'm just sulk. I'm just gonna sulk now.
I'll be back.
Everybody's boozing up but me.
I'll be back.
No.
Well, I asked you what you were drinking, and you said I'm drinking soda. You need something to mix in it with a little flavor.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna run to the kitchen.
Okay. Everybody's boozing up on a Saturday night but me. So there you go. You Chakotay, is this Voyager? I don't know. Well, they might be voyaging somewhere if they're going to be boozing up other. Back and forth to the toilet. It's battered Mars. I have only ever had one battered Mars bar in my life. And it was good. Not going to lie. Still don't necessarily see the appeal, though. But it was good.
Back with my Tecate.
Rub it in, why don't you?
My chili picante and lime corn nuts. Which I will not eat on air. I will not eat the corn nuts.
Okay, well, okay, I've got my. Hang on.
Battered. Wait, he's got battered Mars bars.
I've got. Here we go. I've got my cherry cola.
There you go. You need to have
and a packet of Mentos.
Those things will kill you.
Quite possibly.
Hey, now, don't go doing no science experiment while jamming all those Mentos in that bad boy. You'll have an explosion.
No. I'll have an explosion.
Oh my gosh, dude. Here we go.
I've never tried that, but I've certainly seen it. What?
Cookie Monster.
Like, you see what happens when he has too much beer? He starts showing off the Cookie Monster t-shirt.
I know the Cookie Monster.
Cookie.
She is for Cookie, and it's
I
for
got
me.
a six pack of Iron Brew. No. I do not have a 6-pack.
6-pack of Iron Brew. I love that meme he did with you and the Iron Brew. That was funny as hell. That was gold.
That was funny. And the
so, let me ask you,
water.
how is that Iron Brew anyway? Is it pretty good stuff, or is it like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't get that over there, do you?
No, we don't.
You don't. Okay.
We
really?
Don't. No.
I would have thought they would have maybe shipped it out over there somehow.
I get all the Mexican beer over here. What the heck, you know?
Yeah, just the Mexican beer then. What's up?
Well, we do have all your tea over here, though. That's for sure.
Oh, well, that's lovely. You know, if you
the English tea, anyway.
Yeah.
Like I don't drink that anyway.
To be brutally honest, I don't know if there is a Scottish tea.
No.
You get Welsh tea.
I love a good Scotch, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Well, you're drinking that as well now, just to rub it in.
Occasionally. No, I don't have any. I can't afford it.
I was like, it was about like 20-something quid for a bottle of Jack Daniels. I remember that once.
Oh yeah. That's like depending on the size, the 750 milliliter.
It's like,
is in the $20 to $25 range. So
it's like, what? I could get pished in a fiver, for goodness sake.
yeah. Did you not read the hat instructions? You got it up backwards. Yes, I did that. Thank you very much, Captain Obvious. Wait, I like this. What's a meme?
Yeah, very good question.
Wait, here we go. Yeah, did you let the Mexicans in so that you can steal their beer? Well, shit.
Well, someone did.
All right, he's setting up. Awesome. Yeah, someone let him in, but they're giving them cell phones and debit cards, so we're just getting beer.
Yeah.
Let's get the beer.
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with good beer.
And to be honest with you, the ones that are coming over aren't Mexicans. They're from farther south, like Colombia, Guatemala, places like that.
Okay.
And then there's there's been some people from the African continent, a bunch of Chinese, even some Russians coming over the southern border. So we're getting invaded, and no one in my government really cares.
Well, you could say the invasion is being enabled by the government, couldn't you?
Yes. Well, when 95% of the apprehensions at the border by the United States Border Patrol are males of military fighting age.
Imagine that.
95%. Okay. The other 5% of the captures are women and children.
Right. Right.
So that's never a good sign. Back in the day, it was like families were trying to come over. You have a husband and wife that were Mexican and bringing their child. Sometimes they're newborn. Shit. Sometimes the gal is even pregnant. They want to come over here, have the kids, so they have an anchor baby. None of that now. It's all, and you guys are seeing the same thing over there.
Oh yeah,
like Time Prophet just said, but 45,000 Albanians.
Aye, a lot of them are from criminal criminal element as well.
Yeah. Yes, they do. Papa Cotton, the Mexicans know how to brew it right. Yeah, that's why I'm drinking Tecate. I switched because I was drinking Miller light beer from Miller. That's filling, tastes great. Love the commercials. But after the shenanigans they pulled, I decided, no, I got to find something else. So I did a little research and found that Tecate brand is actually imported from Mexico, and it is owned by Heineken. And to my best research, Heineken is not owned by Budweiser or Molson Coors.
Oh, well.
So as far as I could find out. So they're quasi-independent. What does he say? What is this? Mexican beer is better than German beer. Deal with actually they do, and I'll tell you what, with this Tecate, it has a hint of citrus. And it doesn't say it on the can or the boxes or nothing, but when you drink it, it's almost like they put a touch of lime inside. It's actually very good. I haven't had it since I was in high school. We went across the border when you didn't need a passport and got drunk in Mexico.
Okay.
Because you could do that back in the day. Now, shit, no. It's not safe.
I suppose not.
Not safe. Yeah.
Although
Heineken is German. Yeah, Heineken's a German beer. They sell the hell out of it here. But Heineken also owns it's Heineken, I think either they own Tecate or they import Tecate. They're like the importer of it to the United States.
Heineken's
it doesn't matter. It's not owned by Budweiser, and that's all I care about. I have never gone across the border and ended up in Scotland. Why not?
I've never gone.
I hear there's a lot of nice mountains there.
I've never gone across the border and ended up in England. So
there you go.
So,
I think I have ancestors from both places.
Oh, well.
Somewhere way back 150, 200 years ago, some of my ancestors came from that island. Your guys' island that you share. Mixed in with a bunch of the Native Americans that, yes. And I don't look it. I'm as pale as a freaking. I'm not as pale as Larry Bird, but let's put it this way: I'm Caucasian.
Yes.
Even though I have Cherokee, Blackfoot, Iroquois blood in me that I can directly pinpoint in the ancestry line. So yes.
Sorry, time for it, but I don't think I got that close.
Tonto like that firewater, Kimosabe. Holy shit! Now they own all the damn casinos. Cut me in, damn it!
Yeah. I believe they do own a lot of casinos.
Injun. Hey boy, that's fighting words there.
Yeah.
Hey boy, watch out.
Hey. Is that?
Yes, sure. No, hell.
Yeah.
But the beer, I mean, we get Tecate, and this kind of broke my heart. When I did my research, I found out that Modelo is owned by Coors.
Oh, dear.
Actually, no, it's Budweiser, and they also own Corona. That's another one. I kind of figured Corona was owned by one of the big guys. So,
yeah.
Next stream war dance. Yeah. I can't dance. I'm like,
I can't dance.
White men can't dance. No. I was disappointed when I found out Modelo, because Modelo is a great beer, and I do enjoy that. But in Britain, Corona is pop. Oh, good for you guys. Yeah, Corona is more commercialized now here in the States. I think it's actually brewed here, but there's some smaller brands like Tecate is popular here. They sell a hell of a lot of it, especially at a couple of the grocery stores that I service. But there's a lot of beers. This is the one thing I'll tell you this much. When I lived in San Diego for years, the one thing I did enjoy is I could go to my local grocery store and I could get single bottles or cans of foreign beer. I could get like three or four different Japanese beers, Sapporo being one of them. Sapporo is damn good, but expensive. But it could be that, and also I could get some Irish beers and other British beers as well, besides Guinness. One of my favorite was Murphy's Irish Stout, and I like that. It was good. They had a cool bottle, because in their bottle they had a plastic floaty thingy that was on the very top that blocked the neck. So it would be on the top, protecting like any kind of airflow or anything from coming into the bottle. It was really cool. Huh. I'll get a 12 of Sam Adams Summer Ale just like I do every year, and don't care who owns the company. No, Sam Adams is a good beer. You don't find it here. You don't. Where I live in Arizona, you can't find it. When I lived in California, you could go to Beverages and More, and you could find all kinds of microbrewery stuff and all kinds of liquor and everything. And you could get they had like a sampler pack of Sam Adams. And it was very cool. I love Sam Adams. I miss it. But they don't sell it here. They really don't. You can't find it in any freaking grocery store here in my town. And it's pretty good size. So, but I love Sam Adams. It's good stuff. No question. It's good stuff. I would buy it too, no matter who owned the company.
I don't think we get those here. Maybe. I don't recall.
What the hell? Possibly. God. Guinness is not British, it's Irish. Pardon me, I did not mean to offend.
That's good, though.
It is good. I like Guinness Stout. Guinness draft beer in a bottle can suck ass. Oh, wait. Sorry, my friend.
It is indeed.
Way, I'm on.
Hey!
Hey! Woohoo!
It's beginning to think you'd consumed too much of that Jack Daniels.
Oh no,
No.
the night is still young. How's my sound? Is it too much or too little?
No,
All
you're
right.
good, man.
That's fine.
You're good.
It's good. How are you?
Hi, Wookie. Hi, Cruel. I'm doing
Hey.
very well. Hello to Time Prophet and whoever else is in the chat. How's things?
Yeah. Now
Glasgow
we're
is
having a
still in
grand
one
old time.
piece.
So I'm glad you came on. I'm glad, man. It's I haven't been on with you in a
In
while.
a long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah, sadly, it's still in one piece. I'll happily see the day where it gets nuked from existence, Cruel, but I'm still here for the time being.
Jolly good.
I'm not really a Glasgow boy. I'm from the outskirts, so unfortunately I'm stuck in Glasgow at the moment, and I don't like it very much. But anyway,
Oh
Never
no.
mind.
You gonna try to escape?
I'll have to try at some point. What's been happening, lads? It's nice to be on here because usually I've got the youngster to try and look after, and obviously him being nicely in his scratcher. That's bad for the Americans out there.
Yeah.
So,
You mean
certainly
what's
nice
been happening today or just in general?
on this stream particularly, because I try and
right.
tune in wherever I can, but I forgot all about it.
Yeah, I had to do it later in the day because in the morning I had to work this morning for my company, being as it's the summertime and we have a client that was requesting us to service their service locations multiple times in 1 week, and we have to do that on a Saturday, which I'm fine with. Unfortunately, I don't get overtime for it, but I don't lose hours anyway, so it kind of frees up half a day during the week, and then I just have to sacrifice a morning on Saturdays. So I decided to do the stream today at 12:30 my time, which is 8:30 your time.
Right.
And so I think it works out pretty well if I do that. So I think in the month of June, I will probably do all my streams like this about the same time.
Cool. I
They
might
get-
be
right.
interested if
Yeah, I
You
would
get the
love to have
numbers?
you
It
on,
just
man.
depends.
I would love it.
Just
Yeah.
depends what's
you know.
going on my end, but hopefully I should be free if you want to keep me.
Well, that's
Yeah.
that'll
Did you
be
catch
great.
any of the beginning of the stream?
I didn't even realise you were on. I thought usually you're on early, so I didn't. It was only when I
Yeah.
turned on YouTube there I saw Wiki is live, and I thought, oh,
Yeah.
click that, see what's going on.
Ah. Well,
Yeah.
that's
We
it.
the early on we did. I'm doing a thing where we did the WTF of the week, and I had 3 stories.
Right.
Yeah.
I did 3 stories, and 2 of them are scattered all over YouTube anyway. All the YouTube, all the YouTube elites have already skewered the 2 companies. One was Bud Light, and the other one was Target. And the third one was a story that no one has heard about, which is a guy who stole a tractor with a backhoe attached to it and drove it 10 miles to an airport so he could catch a plane. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Basically
but,
just like a JCB, just because I didn't know
Yeah.
what the heck if they were
I don't-
on about.
since that you're here,
Yes.
I have something to to show you.
Oh,
This
no.
is how we ended that whole segment just
Oh.
before Willie P from File 13 left. Yeah, don't tell him, Cruel. Don't tell him. This is at a CVS that I visited yesterday, and I had to take a picture of the whole aisle. But this is just, yeah,
oh. Oh dear.
yes.
$35 for a butt plug.
Robbery.
Buy your stroker, double-sided toy for penis play, only $24.49.
Yeah.
I
The,
just thought-
the shelf above these has all the dildos.
Do you know, I hate to say it, but so for $24.49, you're not going to get much experience with that one. It's not going to be particularly pleasant. It's probably going to be one step above sandpaper.
I just thought of this. I can't believe I didn't think of this before. But $35.49. You should be wearing a mask, you fucking poop pad.
Tush kush.
Highway robbery.
Tush
Brian, how's-
kush loop.
I know, right? Tush Kush Loop. And then right there, that white bottle is toy cleaner.
Well, you need that, I suppose. considering where it's going and where it's been.
Yes.
Just make sure these things are sealed if you're going to buy them, Wookie. You don't want one that's been used before.
No,
Yeah, Willie and I were just wondering why he was down that particular aisle.
What were you doing down that particular aisle, Wookie?
That's near the pharmacy department, and I was traveling down that aisle to go to the pharmacy when it caught my attention. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. So,
do you know what, Wookie? If you did indulge, it wouldn't make you a bad person, whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, I'm cheap. I just stick with my hand.
So, vibrating. So, where'd you put the batteries, or do you wind it up?
I don't know. It's a good question. That's a good question. Wait.
Assuming you put the batteries in before you insert it.
Crikey.
In time provinces in Scotland, they buy cabbers off the shelf like this.
Welcome to Friendly Racism from the
I know, right? Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I buy the entire range? No, I took a picture. It was cheaper.
And obviously inserting pointy objects up certain places of the anatomy as well.
Oh, here we go.
On this stream.
Melvin deeply in the chat at the time prophet. Only heathens buy cabbers off the shelf. Free range only.
That's right. Melvin is a fellow jock. There's too many jocks about here these days. Anyway, I don't mean to tell you how to run your channel, Wookie, but could you possibly change the picture to something slightly more
I'm doing it as
agreeable?
we speak. There we go.
Yes, I've seen enough of that. Thank you very much.
You won't see that on Brown.
You can see in Brown, you never know. I'm only kidding, Brown. I'm only kidding.
He's got a stream. He's got a stream on the 31st, apparently.
I think it's part 2 of The Phantom Menace.
Yes,
I saw that
the,
pop up there twice.
yeah.
I was wondering, I was thinking that. I was like, well, wait a minute, he's done it already. And, okay, it's a two-parter.
Well,
Time
usually
Prophet's trying to win points.
Well, usually he does a film in one go, but we've been fanning about so much that it's ended up taking several. The Return of the Jedi stream took three streams in 7 hours to do.
I know. I was watching. I think I watched one of them or part of one of them. Man, it's like a marathon.
We've done 2 hours already for The Phantom Menace. We're literally 24 minutes into the film.
Wow. Crazy.
So
that's crazy.
Part 2 will have to be a bit quicker, I think.
Yep.
But Ruin comes on and does his presenting recently. With Robot Head, he was on for the Return of the Jedi streams, which was really good. Very cool guy to talk to as well.
He seems like a funny guy. I enjoy when he's on when he's in charge. Doing the presentation, he's funny as hell.
His videos are really good. I've watched them for a good couple of years now, and having him on.
I don't know that I'm subscribed to him yet.
We have lost Crual Birab.
Uh-oh. Melvin deeply in the chat. Brown should change his name to BFAP.
That's nice. Nice one, Melvin. So what's been happening in the land of Wookiee? By the way, I have to say, do you realise Wookiee is actually spelt with 2 E's?
I know that. I did that intentionally, i.e.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Yeah. Intentionally. Yeah.
Just looking at Time Profits chat, if you can bring that up, if I'm allowed. I don't want to take over your stream, but
Rogue One will be really quick. You can just say it's crap and do a better movie. Hello.
actually done Rogue One. We did that last year.
Yeah.
It's already done.
Rogue One.
That was quite the coup, getting on the same stream as The Drinker a couple of months back, Wookie. That was fun.
I was blown away. The Drinker and also Little Platoon at the same time.
Yeah. It was quite funny because you could hardly get people to go on that stream that night and had something.
I know,
on.
and he sent me a thing. He seemed kind of, in the straits, and I figured, yeah, I'll go on. Just send me the link and let me get set up. And all of a sudden, lo and behold, I'm sitting there and I'm like, going, wait, that's the drinker. Holy shit, what am I doing on here?
Yeah, it's a bit of a laugh. Come on.
Yeah, that was a really cool experience. Really was. I tried not to say as much as I could. Then you keep my mouth shut. I says, oh shit. Except about the James Bond thing. I had to say something about that.
Yeah. Platoon has been on Brown since way back. I think it only had about 125 subscribers. Was it 125? I can't remember. Very low number of subscribers. When someone kind of recommended to watch a couple of his videos, and Brown just asked him if he wanted to come on. He's kind of been about since, but he's another really cool guy as well to talk to behind the scenes.
He's just blown up. I mean, his channel has just exploded. Holy shit. Yeah, he's great. I've watched a lot of his videos. With a vocabulary like his, he scares me.
He's very, very, very articulate and well-educated lad.
Yes. Yeah. Very.
Yeah. Yes.
But he is a funny guy too. I do enjoy.
He's very generous with helping out as well, which is a nice thing to have.
Yes. Yes, it is.
He certainly goes in a deep dive with his reviews.
When you go, Wiki, sorry.
No, I mean, he's very. He seems like he's very intensely studying every subject that he talks about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's brilliant. Really good guy. So what's been happening at your end, Crual?
Absolutely bugger all. I mean, I've been playing the Mass Effect trilogy on PS4. I started watching the Rocky films tonight.
Right.
They're always good to watch. Watched Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves yesterday. Watched Robin Hood, Men in Tights the day before that. I got them both. I got them both simply because Men in Tights takes the piss out of Prince of Thieves.
It does.
That's the only reason I got them both.
Yeah.
Because unlike other Robin Hoods, I can speak with an English accent. So that's the reason I got that. And I mean, they're both good films anyway. But I was to the cinema to see John Wick Chapter 4, which was really good. And
I see someone posted John Wick on Twitter, the entire thing, just on a tweet.
All right, the whole movie.
Wow.
I think it was either in 2 parts or it was the whole movie, but I definitely remember thinking, God, I'm going to get nuked for that. So, sorry, verdict to continue. I'll let you continue.
It was really good. What shocked me was the fact that I was able to sit through the whole movie and not need to go to the toilet. And that's an achievement. I mean, when you get through all the trailers and all the other crap that comes first, that's about 3 hours.
Yeah, I can't stand all the trailers and preambles. So you recommend it for the prostate, if nothing else?
But no, it was really good. It was a really good film, and my pal and I really enjoyed it. So that was worth seeing. And Mission Impossible, that next one, I've seen the trailer of that. That looks good. Yeah.
When's that out, Crual?
Sometime in June, I think. Can't remember when exactly. I think it's next month.
Which is a few I wouldn't mind seeing coming up.
Papa Cotton in the chat. Papa Cotton in chat says, I'm probably just going to rewatch A Fistful of Dollars. Yes.
Yeah, why not? I watched them a few months back. Yeah. I watched the Clint Eastwood films
all
a few months back.
Were great.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can't go wrong with a bit of Clint Eastwood. Fantastic.
I've been watching
What's been happening?
Back to the Future trilogy several times recently. I don't know why. It seems to be some films that are like, almost like a comfort blanket, a cozy old pair of slippers or pair of jammies that you would stick on and enjoy. Well, Star Wars used to be mine, so that's now out the window for obvious reasons.
I know what you mean.
So I've now hit Back to the Future, Part 2 especially.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've got the.
You know,
Back to the Future on
I
Blu-ray.
watched the original, the first one, but I really didn't watch the second. I think I watched the second one partially, but after that, that was it. I stopped. I didn't have any interest for whatever reason. But the first one, I definitely watched. I've watched that several times. Back to the Future.
Yeah,
Great
that's
movie.
a great. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely great film. Back to the Future. I like all three of them. I've got them on Blu-ray because my DVDs decided to die. So
Oh.
yeah, that's another one. Another situation. We were speaking about DVDs that decided to die. And one I neglected to mention earlier was, as you've maybe noticed, I had been watching the television show Las Vegas. And lo and behold, I got onto the last season of Las Vegas, which had Tom Selleck in it, and the last bloody disc decided to not work on the last bloody episode. So, in typical fashion, what I did was I took it out of my Blu-ray player and thought, okay, it's maybe just the Blu-ray player being a prick. So I'll try it in the PlayStation 4 and see what happens. And it was just like, nah, it's not having any of it. So it's like, great.
Buggy.
So yeah, I wasn't too thrilled about that. So yeah.
Well, when it comes to rotating discs and making a complete arse of yourself, I did quite spectacularly for my nephew's birthday this weekend. I sent him Hogwarts Legacy for his PS5. Which he must have been delighted to get in disc format, considering his PS5 doesn't have a slot for discs.
Oh no!
Oh shit!
So straight on the shit list for
how is that,
Uncle?
It's just the digital one, is it?
Yeah. And the worst bit was I should have known that because I was the one who was able to get the order for him.
Oh wow!
No,
I forgot all about it because it was one of these. Remember, the PS5 was really difficult to get a hold of.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know why? Do you know why you forgot? Because you're old school. It's physical media. That's what it is.
I think it's because I'm an old git in general. I think it's more to do with the brain not working than.
You said that, not me.
But I should have known. I was the one that got him it, and that was it. I didn't pay for it, obviously.
Well, I mean, obviously, that Star Wars Jedi Survivors on PS5, which is, well, I guess it's okay if you like that sort of thing and have a PS5, but I don't have one, so I won't be playing that anytime soon.
Do you know, it's not any massive step up from the PS4. I mean, it's nice, but it's not.
Well,
I hate the design of it. The first thing I did was get aftermarket wings for it. Bring it down in size a bit. Sorry, we can't take over your stream here. I'm going to shut up for 2 minutes and let you talk.
No, go on. This is interesting. I like it.
Okay. Well, I mean,
the
shapes. I don't know. When was the last decent shape for a PlayStation? Really thinking on it, it's been weird.
The last PlayStation I had was the PlayStation 2, like the original PlayStation, yeah. the first iteration, because I know they came out with a thin one.
Yeah.
And something before they came out with PlayStation 3, they did some iterations of it.
That's
right. I had the original.
Yeah, and, so did I. At one point.
I enjoyed it, but then life happens and you gotta get rid of everything.
I remember the big revelation of the PS2 being that it could play DVD porn on it.
I remember you could play DVDs on it, yeah.
What, you can play games in this as well? What?
Yeah, exactly right.
Well, what happened with me was, I mean, I ordered my PS2 from Curry's downtown, and they decided that they didn't have any more copies of Tekken Tag, so I got the movie Gladiator, which was the first DVD I ever got. So that's the little story correlating with the PS2 being able to play DVDs, and no doubt you're going to sleep easier knowing that.
I think the one big selling point of the PS2 was that you could play all your PS1 games on the console. And then it would also play all the PS2 games, and it would play DVDs. And probably CD music as well.
Because of that, Because of that, I ended up playing Tekken 3 for PS1 on it, because I couldn't get Tekken Tag. I eventually did, though. But yeah.
That was the reason why I got it, was because it was cross, platform. You could do the PlayStation 1 or original PlayStation games would play on it. no problem.
Yeah.
They recommend you using the original PlayStation controllers instead of the PS2 controllers, which was fine because I had a ton of them. So, but yeah, that was fun while it lasted.
I remember some of the discs, of course, for the PS2 were blue, and some were not. It was kind of weird that. I had two PS2s that went wonky, and one of them wouldn't play the blue discs, and then the other wouldn't play the other discs. So I mean, go figure.
Yeah.
Inconsistent, but yeah, that was good. The PS2 was good. A lot of good games on it.
Yeah.
So do I, Time Prophet. Still got loads to
Yeah,
convert.
yeah,
Apparently, you're
I
supposed to
mentioned-
convert them straight away so they don't disintegrate, but they've long since forgotten about them.
Yeah, I had a bunch that I ended up giving to a charity shop, VHS movies and stuff like that. So I wish I hadn't, but I've got about 70% of those on DVD now. So
yeah, I mean, I've got most. I think most of the things that I had on VHS tape, I've probably got on DVD now or Blu-ray. I still have some VHS tapes. You know, I've got some of the old WWE things and some things over in the cupboard at the back there, like the original South Park first season. You know, but yeah, I do have a VHS player upstairs. I have no idea if it still works or not. Not a bloody.
Seen Melvin saying that his first DVD was The Matrix. Mine was also The Matrix back in the day, and I remember going to buy the DVD player in the first shop I went into. The guy didn't have a clue about it or anything about it, but it was one of these guys that wouldn't pass you on to another salesman. He just kept talking. I said that, yeah, I'll come back. And the next shop I went into, the guy was badly hungover. And I was asking him about it, and he basically just said, to be honest, I don't have a clue. I just don't know anything about this. I don't know what it does. And I just saw the name. It was a good make at the time, and I went, do you know what? That attitude alone will do for me. And I bought it then and then, along with said Matrix DVD.
Yeah,
nice.
Well, like I said, my first DVD I ever got was Gladiator. So, are you not entertained?
Do you know? See that bloody film?
What's
That film
that?
we hired it. We hired it in VHS
Yeah.
back in the day, Gladiator. And I went to a friend of mine, and his family appeared at the same time. We were watching it, and he sat on the remote control.
Oh no!
Went, and then he went, and he put it back on, and he put it back on at the bit after the main character dies. So everybody had it spoiled in real time for us. We're like, for
right.
fuck's sake. Oh well, that's that. Film of the year at the time. Do you remember? It was all hyped.
Yeah.
God
Yeah,
knows
it was
what.
really good. It's it was a major film, wasn't it? Yeah, big. And rightly so. Rightly so. It's a good film.
Well, I don't know if to this day I don't know if it was a good film because I got it cut off in the prime.
What, you mean you haven't seen it since?
I haven't seen it since. No, that was that. Some
What?
have some experiences during
What are you
films that
doing?
just leave you ill. That was one of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's nowadays it's so easy to get things spoiled, isn't it? You just go online, go on YouTube or whatever. But yeah, it wasn't so much the case back then, I don't think, unless somebody accidentally pressed fast forward. But yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know? I remember watching X-Men 2, and I'd avoided every spoiler going, every single one. And then I got into the cinema and I thought, I don't want to know anything about this. I don't even want to see the trailers. I want to see the whole thing from start to finish. And watching the trailers, and up comes an advert for some game or something that's to do with X-Men, and you see the bit where Logan is putting his hands in the water of the tank when he gets the adamantium put him in. I went, fucking... I mean, so much effort I put into avoiding spoilers, and the fucking adverts wasted it.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Sometimes these trailers, I mean, even now, will show the best parts of movies, or again, like you say, that was in a game. So, they'll give certain things away. I mean, even in Revenge of the Sith video game, there was actually a deleted scene that didn't make it into the duel in with Dooku and Obi-Wan and Anakin at the start of the movie. There's a slight change in dialogue, or it was cut out or something. So
I had that. That was probably, I think that was the last movie I had on VHS was Episode 1.
Wow.
And I ended up having, because at the time that came, the time that the movie came out and all the swag and everything, and they came out with the VHS. They came out with the VHS, and they was offering a collector's case for the VHS, which I got. It's a pre-order. So if you pre-order the tape, you got the case. And so I did that. And I had that for a long time, and the movie, but then I had the movie, I think I've got all three of them now on DVD anyway.
Yeah.
So, but that was the only movie I had from that trilogy on VHS. So I ended up giving that movie and the collector's case, because the collector's case was a cool case that you put the VHS in. So I ended up giving that to a coworker of mine at when I was in custom framing. I gave it to him because he was a big Star Wars fan, young kid. He was a huge Star Wars fan, and or just sci-fi in general. But he loved Star Wars, and so I gave that to him as a parting gift when he left the company, and along with a couple other things I had that were Star Wars related that he got a big kick out of. But yeah, VHS.
I'm in a constant state of flux with my Star Wars stuff. You know, either do I buy more stuff or just sell the entire lot.
Yeah,
it's just
the last thing I bought for Star Wars was the 40th anniversary Lando Calrissian.
Oh wow!
They came out with, and so now they have the 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi Lando, in the he's got that pseudo armor disguise on and stuff. I want to get that, but I don't want to pay the freaking price they ask for it.
Is that the Jabba's Palace guard?
Yeah, and they also have one of him too as the general too, as General Lando Calrissian too. So, but still, and they're the same size as the one I got. So they're like the 6 or 7 inch tall figure. They're double the height of the original Kenner, and which I have my Lando. I have him, but so I kind of like, I'm in flux between which one do I really want to spend the money on? Do I want to get the general? Do I want to get the disguise at Jabba's Palace? So I don't know, but they're expensive. They're like over $20.
I can remember looking for certain action figures and things like that for, I think it was like Resident Evil 5 or something like that. It's just like £225. What?
Yikes!
Or some, something ridiculous like that. I'm sorry, what? £200?
Yeah.
Like, no.
Go ahead, Brian.
Have you seen the latest Hot Toys Batman from the Flash movie?
No, I haven't.
No, I haven't.
Oh, this is unbelievable. This is the best sculpt I think I've ever seen in my entire life. See if I can share the screen.
Really good, is it?
Oh, that's incredible. Hang on.
Send that over.
I saw on YouTube a few months ago, it was this company that were doing these lifelike action figures of Clint Eastwood. My goodness, they were really, really. Oh, wow. Wow.
Nice.
The resolution in that pic isn't great, but if you go to either the Hot Toys website or on Facebook, you will see the level of detail in that, and it is just unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, like I said about that Clint Eastwood thing, it was absolutely uncanny, the level of detail they did. That's amazing.
That's cool.
It looks just.
That's
like
what's going to get. Yeah. That's what's going to get a lot of traction with the Flash movie.
Michael Keaton.
Ignore Ezra Miller's BS, and they're gonna want to see Michael Keaton and all the other people that are supposed to be in it.
I think Keaton
You know.
could just well have saved his career.
Possibly.
Saved Ezra Miller's career.
Or
I think
certainly,
without him,
or certainly the movie.
Now, is he playing Bruce Wayne or Thomas Wayne?
I think
Thomas-
the Batsuit is a bit of a giveaway that he's playing Bruce.
But
Well,
Thomas Wayne, also in the original Flashpoint Paradox in the cartoon, that was Thomas Wayne.
That's his
And he was
father.
Batman,
Is that
too.
Batman? Is that Batman's dad? Is it?
Yes, it was Thomas Wayne. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He'd
Wow.
survived, and
Forgive me for
Bruce and his wife were killed.
Oh,
I see. Right. I haven't
Or
seen
it
that.
was he survived, Bruce died, and the wife became
Oh.
Joker. She went insane.
what?
It's something
Wow,
like that.
really?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. The Flashpoint Paradox cartoon, really brilliantly done. Warner Brothers Animation was great. They just suck at everything else.
Mhm.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So now that Keaton, Michael Keaton just being in the movie playing Batman, whether it's Thomas Wayne or Bruce Wayne, he's Batman. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I love the
he's
89
Gonna
film.
save it.
Yeah. Yeah, the 89 film was really good.
Oh yeah, I loved it.
Of course, it had Billy D. Williams in there as Harvey Dent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Billy D.
Billy T, baby.
Yeah.
So Melvin Deeply in the chat says that not Brian Young. I just sold 3 of the big Legacy Collection Millennium Falcons a couple of days ago.
Wow.
Okay.
3.
Only 3. I don't know what I don't know the relevance of this, so because I don't collect these things, so
I'm kind of at a loss at the Legacy Collection Millennium Falcons, but I'm assuming it's probably the redos of the original Kenner ones. They can hold the figures and stuff like that. I'm assuming that's what that is, Melvin. Can you elaborate? Because I still have all of my Empire Strikes Back action figures.
No, you don't, do you?
All the ones I had was a kid. Well, I take that back. I did lose one, and I thought I was going to kill my kid for doing it. But
was that Han Solo, wasn't it? Was it
yes,
Han Solo?
it's
did you find it again?
Bespin Han Solo went
Right.
missing.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, I friggin' went ballistic. Tore every inch of the freaking place apart. Couldn't find it.
I remember when we were doing our show and tell
Ooh.
of all
Yeah,
the Star
it's
Wars.
just
Bits
even
and
just
bobs
thinking
that
about it,
you're
it turns my
on about,
stomach right now. But
Yeah,
So
I have them.
I didn't
Go ahead.
realize they did a legacy collection of the Falcon. I probably bought that. I think that was 2008, 2010 or something.
when things were still relatively good.
Yep.
I've got some of the Hot Toys figures. I collect them.
It's not really something I've ever done. A lot of it's collecting action figures. I mean, I had a ton of them when I was a baron, but as an adult, not so much. Yeah, DVDs, movies, games. Yeah, I got probably too many of those if you really want to be honest, but I don't care. So,
Really?
Yeah. But I mean, it's everybody.
So Melvin Deeply says I had 4, gave one to my brother, and sold the rest. Bigger than the Kenner, makes all the movie sounds and things. Oh, yeah,
Wow.
nice.
Wow, really? Cool.
Wow. I remember as a kid, I had a neighbor friend lived across the street. We'd go over to his house or he'd come over to my house. But he had the Death Star playset.
Ooh.
He had the Millennium Falcon. He had X-Wing. He had the TIE Fighter. He had Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. He had everything. He had the Snow Speeder. He had a freaking AT-AT.
Oh yeah. Well, you've seen my
Oh,
work,
the kid was set up. I mean, but the cool thing was the Death Star playset because that was 3 levels, and then of course the Millennium Falcon. So
yeah, I didn't have the Death Star. I had Darth Vader's Star Destroyer from Empire Strikes Back. and it had the Darth Vader's chamber. It had like a light inside it, and you put batteries in the top of it, and it would switch on. And yeah, that was kind of cool. I had that. Oddly enough, it looked nothing like a Star Destroyer, but there you go. You remember that one? Yeah.
Sure. Same with the Lego one. The Lego one's.
Yeah.
Okay, I've never had any Lego Star Wars, but oddly enough, I have never in my life experienced the most painful thing known to man: stand on a Lego.
Standing in Lego.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
I think we're going to see watching The Last Jedi.
It could be a close second, perhaps.
I would. Yeah, I'd take
Standing-
stomping on a bed of Legos over watching The Last
Standing
Jedi.
on a Lego while watching The Last Jedi. God.
Ooh.
Oh, that's torture.
Kidney stones. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh,
Never had kidney stones either. Who knows?
yeah.
Could happen though. But no,
So are we
it's-
drinking this evening, gentlemen? Or is it am I the only one that's lowering the tone of the entire stream?
No, I'm drinking a Tecate Mexican beer
Oh.
from south of.
I'm not drinking at all.
Gleva. My uncle's tipple of choice, and my great uncle's tipple of choice, the old Gleva.
This actually belonged to my uncle.
Ah.
Nice. Yeah, no, just drinking some beer.
Congratulations. You've seen me have alcohol.
I don't think I've ever been in a stream sober, to be quite honest, but I'm a stuttering wreck if I don't drink. So, as I say,
Oh.
as Doug Stanhope would say, drink to be more professional.
There
well,
you go.
It's that Dutch courage or something, isn't it? Of course. Since we've all consumed a little bit of alcoholic beverages now, I once had some alcoholic beverages, right? Because I kind of like this lady, and I proceeded to tell her that I liked her. There's one slight problem, notwithstanding the fact that she didn't like me in that regards, but the alcoholic beverages kind of got to the point where I'd had a bit too much because it was good. Yeah.
I thought you were going to say she was your sister or something. The way you've lined that up there, it was a hideous twist
No,
at the
it
end.
was my
God.
it was my friend's sister. So
Oh dear.
that was quite fun.
Did you lose the friend as well? Sometimes that happens.
There was a little bit of friction there for a wee while, but no, we're okay now.
Uh-oh.
But,
So Papa
But
Cotton in the
that was a long time ago.
Sorry, there you go.
So Papa Cotton in the chat says, I got a vintage Return of the Jedi Star Destroyer model. I opened it and it's halfway done.
Cool.
Good for you.
Cool. I mean, I did have a.
Now that's
a model.
cool, Papa Cotton.
Yeah, I did have a model Star Destroyer. Sadly, I never finished.
I used to have all kinds of Star Trek models. I used to have like 2 or 3 different Enterprises, a Klingon battle cruiser, a bird of prey, even the Excelsior. Even had a Enterprise B, and yeah, so
Right. Yeah, that's.
or pardon me, C. I had the Enterprise. I had the Excelsior and the Enterprise B, which are both Excelsior class, and then the Enterprise C, all in boxes. The only one that I actually put together was the original series.
What's the C?
Enterprise.
What's the C? What's the C? Is that the Galaxy class?
No, that's the Ambassador class. Was the one before the Galaxy class.
Right. So
Before the
I'm a
Enterprise
little-
D. So yeah, it was the one that got destroyed on saving the Klingons.
I'm a little rusty when it comes to my Enterprise classes.
Yeah. So I had a bunch. I had to get rid of those. I had to give. I sent those to Charity Chops too because I didn't have room for them and had no time to deal with them, and they were all in a box. So yeah, it sucked. I wish I hadn't have gotten rid of them, but
yeah, I mean the Sovereign class Enterprise is quite cool.
yes, it is.
Yeah. What's this?
I do not have a clue about any of these spaceships. I'm lucky if I can even know the name of one or two in Star Trek. I watch it probably more now than I ever did, but I do not have a clue.
Right, yeah. Is that the current Star Trek or the good stuff?
Oh, the good stuff.
Oh,
The good stuff. Yeah.
That was a silly question, really, wasn't it?
most of the collectibles, most of the collectible stuff I have is Star Trek. So,
Mhm.
yeah, it's quite Star Trek, and then a close second would be Star Wars.
I think I had a wee Enterprise toy from the original series when I was little, but yeah, I didn't have many I don't think I had any Star Trek stuff. You know, Star Wars, yeah, Transformers, yes, Action Force or G.I. Joe, yeah, plenty of that. He-Man, yeah, you name it. But
Transformers man, but I was Transformers He-Man as well. What do you make of the trailer for the new film? Any interest?
what film? Sorry, the new Transformers.
The new one.
The new Transformer.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm so interested. I haven't seen it.
Well, there's a character in it who is in the 1986 movie, and it had me for a nanosecond before I realised I should probably know better. I get very excited about it. Unicron.
Yeah. Oh wow.
And they're actually going to use. Apparently, they're going to use. It's been leaked. Part of the original Vince DiCola Unicron theme.
Nice.
Just got me all excited like a small child.
Nice.
What's the name of this new film? Is that Rise of the Beasts or something?
Rise of the Schofield. Yeah. I mean, Rise of the Beast.
Yeah. Now, so they got two? They got Optimus Prime and Optimus Primal. Because I saw that they had the Optimus Primal talking to Optimus Prime. So I'm like, okay, that's different.
I don't have a clue about the Beast Wars.
No, neither do I.
The Beast. It was a short lived. I'm not sure how many seasons they had of the Beast War stuff. They had an Optimus Primal who was the gorilla. The main.
It was the same character, so who knows?
I kind of thought it was too, but apparently it's not. So.
All right. I don't know anything about the Beast Wars either. I've got seasons 1 to 4 of the original animated season of Transformers and the movie. They will need. Oh.
Time Prophet in the chat says, "Rise of the Beast. They will need Wookiee's cream."
Oh dear.
It won't be cheap.
What we're talking about again?
Alcohol, I think it was alcohol we're talking about.
Yeah, apparently alcohol. No, I don't know anything about the Beast Wars, so can't comment on it. I did see.
I saw some episodes back in the day, but not a whole lot.
When did that come out?
Transformers. In the 90s, I think.
Oh, okay. No. Let's see, I would have missed.
I think it was early 3D animation. I think that's what Time Prophet was alluding to.
Oh, okay.
I've
certainly heard of it. I've certainly heard of them, but I haven't seen them. I mean,
it was a kind of CG, early CG type thing.
Time Prophet.
What's
Time Prophet at about 9% for sales tax. Just as a standard 9%, that'll get you, because I'll get you pretty close.
Yeah.
I remember the Beast Wars, and then after that, I can't remember what came after that. After the Beast Wars stuff,
I haven't got a clue. But they did all those toys.
They did the Rescue Bot thing. But I thought that was like more recent.
They did like the Headmasters and those kind of things with the little mini robots and stuff. I don't know. Did they do a season about them as well?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that would have been before.
Triple Changers, remember those? They did the Triple Changers.
I got one, believe it or not, just last week.
What, a Triple Changer?
Well, I collect the larger ones you get, the third party ones, part of the Masterpiece range as well. I've got a few of them kicking about, but I got Snapdragon, if you remember that one. It transform from a jet, robot, and dinosaur. A
I remember the
headmaster.
name. Oh, right, okay.
Nice.
What the heck did I have?
That's
I can't
cool.
remember. I had one that changed from a truck, like a missile truck, into like a bird with pink wings and a robot, but I forget his name. And it had one of those little robot things with it. I can't remember. It went in his chest or something. And I had Power Master Optimus Prime as well. I remember that.
Oof. Serious street cred back in the day for Power Master Prime.
Yeah, Power Master Prime. Yeah.
Should we read a few chats, Wookie? Is that my
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Time Prophet in the chat says, I got the Transformers game on the ZX Spectrum 48K.
There
I
was a
remember
game?
playing that.
There
I
was.
never had it.
Yep.
I didn't have a ZX Spectrum at that point. I had a Atari 2600, I think, so I never saw that.
Would you like to read this one out there, Mr. Not Brian?
Melvin Deeply in the chat says, at the time, Prophet, just to be clear, they were already getting divorced and I was very, very drunk. But I still felt bad. So I'm not beyond saving.
Right. Good to know.
You slanderous dog, you. Oh, Time Prophet in the chat says, at Wookie Fever presents, I have worked out why you have hairy hands, though.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Let's not go there, shall we?
Yeah. Also, the Time Prophet. When I was growing up, I owned a Matchbox. That is all my parents could afford.
Okay.
Matchbox. I had one of the first.
But what was in the Matchbox?
Yeah, probably a car.
Does it mean Matchbox as in the toy manufacturer or just a fucking Matchbox?
Yeah, I was thinking there was a Matchbox.
Sounds matches.
Did matches in there in that Matchbox? Did you become a pyro? I had Matchbox cars before I got into Hot Wheels cars.
Okay.
My mom actually started buying me the Matchbox cars because at the time they were still made in England and they were imported. And so, yeah, back in the 70s. Yep. The ones I had were stamped. Lesney, I think it was Lesney, England on the bottom underneath. And then I ended up giving all that to one of my nephews. When I moved out of my parents' house, I gave all those cars to my nephew, which I could kick myself in the nuts for.
The thing was, when you're younger, giving away your toys is a kind of rite of passage, wasn't it? Especially even moving from one toy brand to the next, depending on what the flavour of the month was. I remember getting rid of all my Star Wars stuff and getting He-Man, for God's sake, getting all that.
Sorry, I was greedy. I kept that mine.
I'm fortunate to have what I have as far as the toys from when I was a kid, thanks to my mom being a little bit of a hoarder. So when I moved out, nothing was pretty much touched in my old room. And then what she did is she just went ahead and packed up, just boxed, just literally just put everything in boxes. When my brother had needed a place to stay temporarily, so he stayed in my room. And then so she just boxed up all my stuff and put it in the garage. And so I have a whole bunch of stuff because of her. And most of that is my Star Wars stuff. If she hadn't have done what she did, I wouldn't have anything.
See you later,
any of my Star Wars or nothing.
That's cool.
So, yeah. So I kind of owe her a debt of gratitude for saving all my toys. And so, yeah, when I found out they still existed, yeah, I swooped in and and grabbed everything that I could.
Swappers kept a whole lot of his Star Wars stuff, and I think even he had some with the original boxes.
Wow.
And he went away to study or something, and his parents cleared out the loft and got rid of the lot.
Oh God! Yeah,
straight to a charity shop, so they were laughing. Someone was laughing.
Yeah,
that sucks.
I don't know. There was a guy out the road at Bodham had this big collection of, I think it was Transformers, and I think, could be wrong, but I think he sold them and made an absolute killing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good, what, maybe 10 years ago now.
God, I wish I'd kept all my stuff, everything, the lot.
I mean, I have a,
rebuying
I
it
have
all
a-
again with the
I
reissues.
have a, I've got a box upstairs, which is just full of all manner of different things. But I remember we threw out my He-Man things. I don't have any He-Man stuff, but I've got a box full of G.I. Joe and Star Wars and some other things. I was actually in the cupboard and I noticed in this yellow box there's like a World War II warship or something. You know, one of the toys I had was in it. So
nice.
Yeah,
I think the only bits I've
I
got
thought
left
so.
from my collect, the only bits I've got from my collect Star Wars, or not Star Wars, sorry, Transformers collection is maybe the head of Bumblebee and a couple of other broken bits, because
Right.
somehow they ended up in my Lego collection, which I never ever threw that out. My uncle used to work for Lego over in Australia,
Well, it was
and
technically
used to send us a lot of stuff and sometimes display stuff that they had. And so we kept everything. And a lot of it actually was his original Lego too. So there's shitloads of it. But
Yeah.
anytime
wow.
I've ever gone through the stuff, I always find old bits, like old Batman 89 cards and fucking all sorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one thing that I was lucky to have still was all my Lego, but I had all the basic sets. I didn't really have because the stuff I had was from the 70s, so they had all the basic set. I had all the basic sets, and I kept that.
Right.
But over time, the older stuff, we bought a bunch of Lego for my daughter, and so we kind of intermixed some of my old Lego with that. And some of the bricks, they don't match up all the time because the older stuff's been used so much that they start to wear down a little bit. But it's still cool to play with the Legos and stuff.
I don't think I've got any of my Lego left. I don't think.
Yeah, most of the stuff that I was able to get that my mom had saved ended up, over time, it's plastic, right? And with the heat and things like that, heat and cold over the years, starts to break the plastic down. And some things that I had, like, I don't know if you guys are you familiar with the Tonka trucks and the Tonka toy line?
Yes.
I think
I had several Tonka trucks, and I also had a Tonka, I guess we call it as a play set, but it was a large loader that you would fill with rocks and gravel and dirt, and you would put you'd put your Tonka truck underneath it, and you would open this hatch, and it would fill the bed of the truck. So, but this whole thing was plastic. It was made out of plastic, but it had pulleys and strings and all kinds of cool stuff. You just dump whatever, marbles or whatever in the top of it, and then put your truck under there, hold your, open the hatch, and it would fill it. Well, that ended up being, warped because of the heat, because it was plastic. The Tonka trucks were fine. Actually, I take that back. My Tonka trucks went missing. So the only thing I did have was that. And I ended up, tossing it because it was warped. The legs were warped. They're all plastic. It was like, it was done for. And so I had some things like that. I had a crap ton of little green army men. And I had the green ones. I had the tans, but I also had a crap ton of Germans.
Yeah, they were like a bluey-gray color.
They were gray, blue-gray. And so I had a crap ton of them, and I had a couple of trucks and tanks and Jeeps and things.
Yeah.
But again, the tanks and Jeeps and the trucks, plastic, and they ended up warping, or the wheels fell off, and someone played with it before it was put away, and they lost the wheels, and it was just unfortunate. I wanted to keep the little army men, but my wife convinced me to. I gave them to my daughter, and she didn't really seem interested. So And
No.
I ended up. It was one of the things that went to the charity shop too. Is all the Green Army, and I shouldn't have done that, but it is what it is. But
It
had
does
a lot
feel
of
a
stuff
bit.
that was just was a lot of stuff that was just damaged.
Mhm.
But, go ahead, Brian.
It does feel a bit strange having all these things when you've got a missus, doesn't it? Whenever I get
Yeah.
a box full of stuff, I always get that look as if to say,
Yeah.
"What the fuck are you doing now?"
Exactly. Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
thankfully I
suppose,
don't play with any of this stuff. It's just there for display, and half the stuff still sits in the box. I like having it, and then end up probably selling it on before I've even
Yep.
opened some of the stuff.
Right.
I'm single and I live with my mom, so I guess I don't have that.
Issue. Yeah.
So
That issue.
I remember when I first met the good lady. I still stayed at my parents' house, and
Right.
they were away. They were away or something. I remember we were all my cousins and all stuff got together, and she was, "Oh, what's this? Star Trek? Is that?" No.
Oh yeah. If I can pull it out of here. It's something I got back in the 90s. Get it out. So you can.
Captain, I recommend doing a tricorder reading.
It's a tricorder. This shows you how ignorant I am. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I got this in the 90s. So the ex-wife didn't get a hold of it.
Is that that the original?
From
series?
Next Generation.
Oh, it's next
From
gen. Okay.
Next Generation tricorder.
Cool.
Yeah. So battery operated. It's kind of cool. I thought about giving this to a friend of mine who's a big Star Trek Next Generation fan, but I decided against it. It's mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was small enough that I could squirrel away. So yeah, it's part of my collection up here with the rest of my goodies, toys, and things. So, but
I don't know. Is it a tricorder or a medical tricorder? Time Prophet is asking.
yeah, it's probably. I think it's a medical one.
Okay.
So there.
I'm
Yeah.
completely ignorant. I couldn't tell the difference.
It was a. I think it was a medical.
Yeah.
Yeah. The original from the original series, sure. The big black box was basically looked like a tape recorder. But it looks like
I've just
old-
sort of
an
had a
old
visual
cassette
moment.
player.
That's right.
Yeah.
It was rather large.
Yeah. Yep. It was.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Man. Geez, it's almost 4:00 over here.
Really?
Good grief. We're on a 3-hour tour.
Aye.
Aye.
I suppose we are.
Do you want to wrap it up and
Yes.
we'll head in the green room for a little 5 minutes?
Yes. Let's wrap it up. We'll head to the green
Sure.
room. I want to thank everybody that showed up in the chats at Time Profit, Abby Someone, Melvin Deeply, Papa Cotton. Not Brian Young was in the chat as well.
Yes. Yes, he was.
And I think that was the only ones in there this time. Yeah, Melvin Deeply, Papa Cotton, Abby Someone, and Time Profit. Not Brian Young. Yeah, thanks everybody for being. If I missed somebody, I apologize, but thank you anyway for being in the chat, being watching the show, and dealing with my ramblings for 3 hours. And I welcome the guests. Thank you very much to File 13 for being here while he could. He suffered some internet issues and it went down, so he couldn't come back. So
No.
I want to thank File 13, Willie P at File 13 for being on. Crual Birab, as always, thank you for being on. And
Thank you for having us.
the one and only Brygon Gin.
Thanks very much, Wookie and Cruel.
for
It's
being with
been
us today.
It's been a long time, yeah.
far too long, lads. It's been good to
Yes,
talk.
it's been a long time. Maybe, like I said, doing the afternoon show on Saturday, we can get you on.
Yeah,
since
sure. Yeah, it'd be good.
You're not going to be doing your babysitting duties and stuff. So cool. All right. Everybody out there in YouTube land, thank you so much for watching and putting up with my ramblings and
Mine too.
enjoying our toy conversations and booze and etc. We'll look forward to seeing you next week. Probably be about the same time, be about 12:30 my time, which is 8:30 in on the Big Island of England. So, everybody have a great weekend, and we'll look forward to seeing you again real soon. Bye bye.